Because it doesn't look like it's got.
Alright, folks,
Yeah.
we seem to be live. The audio capture seems to be working.
Hey, there it is.
We have had some massive technical issues. I have no idea what's going on right now, but things have gotten really out of hand. Number one, you can't see me because we can only run 2 cameras. Period. Don't know why. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Be comfortable. Jesus.
What's going on?
The dog just keep butting her head against my
Which
foot.
one?
I'm assuming Aries.
Because
yeah.
Oscar's over here. Because Oscar's over here.
He touched it.
It was like right down the middle of your face.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, the cameras have been jacked around, moved around 100 times tonight. It's been a load of fun. The intro's not working. The exit's not working. Nothing's working. Everything's messed up. It's chaos, anarchy.
And it was not me.
No, it wasn't anyone.
See, this,
No, it
one,
was you.
this one won't mix it for me, so I'm not going to get that one.
So,
Alright, Brett, D&D now. Come on.
I know, sorry.
I have a cat.
yeah, what?
I have a cat.
Well, cats are wonderful.
Especially this drooly dude.
Let me move this around. Sorry, folks. I'm still trying to fix this even in the last minute, and it doesn't look like it's going to fix. And that's okay. Wow. Really?
Did it just break in? No?
No, it's.
It's on.
I just got my camera to work. It says all 3 cameras are working, but it's on 2 different feeds.
Weird.
Yeah, this is. Oh, shit. This is a horrid mix of terror and panic and pain. Back in the days of manic panic again.
We're just gonna keep going up higher.
Sweet baby.
Okay.
So,
Oh. Wow.
we were supposed to do a whole bunch of incredibly unique things tonight. We were supposed to launch our talk show, which was going to be. Which was going to be our first talk show we've done in a long time. We used to have one when we did our audio podcast. But unfortunately, that did not keep up for a while. Dr. Evil. But that did not keep up. So we have a lot of time we have not had any type of talk show going on. So that was one of the things we were supposed to be doing. But last night, everything ran smooth. Everything ran perfect. Everything ran fine. Tonight, everything crashed. Things went to chaos. And now, I can't show more than 2 cameras, and I apologize for that. So, I don't have to worry about what I look like, because, you know, you can't see. We are launching our Avernus D&D 5e campaign. Avernus is the latest campaign setting for D&D. It is set in the city of, well, it starts in the city of Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is a counterpart to Waterdeep, where Waterdeep is known as the City of Splendors. Baldur's Gate is often referred to as a nest of snakes. Where in Waterdeep we have you have the ability to basically get just about anything you could get your hands on. Just about anything you could think of. You have the ability to obtain any items, whether mystical, enchanted, rare, or otherwise. All of that is available to you in Baldur's Gate. In Waterdeep. In Baldur's Gate, you can get anything that anyone else there owns if you're willing to pay the price. So there is a lot of skullduggery. There is a lot of corruption, and it's basically kind of the biggest trait that Baldur's Gate's known for. The city itself is run by a council like the Mass Lords of Waterdeep, except there's no Mass Lords and it's only a council of 4. You guys have already gone through the character creation process,
Yep.
and thank you all for that. Did you say no?
Yep. No, I
Okay.
think nope.
We're starting over.
Starting over.
Oh wait, we're supposed to make characters?
I left mine at home.
But yeah, so you guys have already made characters. You've already gotten the process down. You've even linked up your characters together. So let's go ahead and go around the table and do a quick introduction of characters and just say who you're playing, what you're playing, and why, if you can, you're in Baldur's Gate at this time, or Baldur's Gate at this time. So let's start with you.
Baldur's.
Oh.
Baldur's Deep.
Baldur's Deep.
Maybe don't call it Baldur's Deep.
Maybe don't call it Baldur's Deep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's its name now.
I thought it was
That's where we are now.
Baldur's Gate.
It's
That's
Baldur's
where I'm
Deep.
going. I'm going Baldur's Deep.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't going there.
Oh, I go
and then
there.
you went
I'd watch out,
there,
Mike.
And I feel better about myself.
She's going Baldur's Deep.
You should.
I'd run if I was you.
Mm-mm.
Just relax, Michael. Relax. No. If you tense up, it'll be bad.
Mm-mm.
She's going Baldur's Deep,
Mm-mm.
so you just gotta relax.
Look, no, lubed up and everything.
What?
So lubed up and everything.
I love you.
Cat, no.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
remember, just remember
okay.
the rule: no bigger than a baby's arm. Go ahead.
I'll lose a leg.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how things go from bad to worse.
Okay, you started it.
I didn't start it. The internet started it. I'm just finishing it. All right. So,
Oh my god.
what was that?
Nothing. Go on, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so, wow. I'm Colin Quickstep. I am playing, I am a Lightfoot Halfling Sorcerer. And there we go, that's it.
That's it.
You don't see this.
Well, that's labeled as goblin.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a goblet on the screen. She's mine.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm Mike.
Oh.
I'm playing a multi-classed Eldritch Knight fighter and Tempest cleric by the name of Mir Ridgard.
You're a Rigard.
I'm Rachel. I am playing an Ergenasi, who is a monk of the Drunken Fist. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
I did. And yeah, is that all we were supposed to say?
If you want to say why you're
Why
in
you're in
Baldur's.
Oh, I am I was on the ship with Mir, and the ink spilled over on Baldur's Gate, and I said that's where we should go. And now we're here.
I forgot that part.
I
I
did
am
too.
Britt.
I
I
was
am
just going off what you
playing
did.
Maeve Shepherd, a Scourge Azamar barbarian. And I am in Baldur's Gate because I am set to become the next leader of my mother's mercenary band, and I need to go through a rite of passage, and so I'm off earning my story.
And
I am Skip. I am playing Kronos, the Tiefling Bard. And I am in Baldur's Gate because I stole something from someone powerful in Waterdeep and went on the run.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
all right. So all of you came to Baldur's Gate in order to either make a name for yourself or, in some cases, hide yourself. Each one of you has, when you came to Baldur's Gate, everything was like normal. Chaos was being fairly controlled by the Flaming Fist, the city's watch. The city watch of Baldur's Gate is basically completely comprised of a mercenary company. This mercenary company is called the Flaming Fist, and they are notorious for being insipidly corrupt. To the point of, like I was telling the players earlier, if you were to commit murder in the street, and the murdered victim's family witnessed it, and you all stepped in the street and as a guard confronted everyone over the dead body of the victim, and you had 100 gold, and the family members only had to come up with 50, you were innocent. It would be that blatant. But the mercenary company is actually paid by and controlled by one of the 4 dukes of Waterdeep, and it's actually the Grand Duke, Older Ravensguard, and he is pretty much the de facto leader of Baldur's Gate because he has the backing of the entire mercenary company that controls the city. So because of that, the other council members, they do have voices, and the other lords of Baldur's Gate do have voices. But in the end, none of them can put forth a significant threat that would be able to put the Flaming Fists on their heels enough for a coup or attempt or anything of that nature. But that being said, the city of Baldur's Gate is still not a safe place to live. You all came here for various reasons, as you already stated, and as you arrived, a huge event was taking place. The neighboring city up the Chantil River from Baldur's Gate is called El Terrell. El Terrell was once an elven stronghold, since has become very much a homogeneous hodgepodge of various races. But it's also become a major competitor to Baldur's Gate. El Terrell and Baldur's Gate have a very tenuous past. El Terrell used to send ships downriver in order to trade their wares, and those ships would be attacked by ships from Baldur's Gate, and those wares stolen. So the working relationship between the two cities never got off to a very good foothold. But in the past years, the two cities have actually been working on a trade compromise, and the Grand Duke has been asked to go to El Terrell and finish negotiations on the trade deal between the two cities. Now, the Duke has not wanted to leave. His position has always been Baldur's Gate is the greater city. If anyone should be going anywhere, the leader of El Terrell should be coming to Baldur's Gate in order to sign the paperwork here and not vice versa. And that it was basically pretty much
Stop. Go.
What?
Having a bit of a cat and a dog issue over
Oh.
here.
Oh, I heard something, but I didn't know what it was.
That'd be
Shatner.
Shatner.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's Ares or Shatner, whoever started it, but one of them started it. So, the Grand Duke Older Rimgard was adamant in not going. He held out for 9 freaking months of refusing to go and see the High Overseer, who is basically, his name is Thavius Krieg, and he is the High Overseer of El Terrell, basically the leader of the city. But after 9 months, the other 3 dukes on the Council of Four, and the nobles in the city began protesting so loudly that they wanted this deal signed, that the Grand Duke finally agreed and packed up his entourage and headed to El Terrell.
And what was the name of the overseer of El Terrell?
His name is Thavius, Thavius, Krieg, Kreeg.
Thank you.
So he finally packed up his entourage and made the journey out to El Terrell. He has been gone for maybe a week and a half, about which time you all entered the city. The city itself was pretty much as normal, but suddenly one day, people began showing up at the gates of the city. You can tighten it up.
Yeah.
People began showing up at the gates of the city. These people were in all kinds of beleaguered shape. They were obviously on the run. They were refugees, and the number began. And they were let into the city, but the number kept on growing. And they told a story that was at first beyond belief, but quickly became accepted just because of the number of times that story was repeated. They said that the city of El Terrell had been ripped off of the face of the earth. That the city of El Terrell had been dragged down, according to them, to the 9 hells by the devils themselves. This story was repeated multiple times. The sheer number of refugees that come streaming down the road has gotten to the point where the Flaming Fists have shut the city's gates to all newcomers and are refusing anyone in the city to leave in order to stop the possibility of a riot causing one of the gates to be breached. That happened about 2 days ago. The first thing the City Watch did after they shut the gates is they rounded up all likely resistance, all adventurers were rounded up by the city watch. You were told you were going to be kept in a very nice hotel, room and board covered, as long as you stayed there and didn't make any trouble. So you were quickly all rounded up, and most of you were put into a much nicer place than you were staying. Those of you on ships, the dock master has sequestered all ships. They are to remain in port. Those who could not afford to pay the lofty bribes to get them out of port, and quite a number of ships did. But those who couldn't are trapped in port, and the reason they are is the city is keeping all the ships in port in case of need of an evacuation of the city.
Would we have gone into the city already?
Mm-hmm.
So you all are in town and staying in an inn, but you are moved to, and it is a much nicer place than you're staying at. It's a little bit more centralized in the city, and it is here on the third day that the Flaming Fists come, that a sergeant in the Flaming Fist comes to the inn and begins talking to all the adventurers in small groups. Now, you all kind of have been sharing a table for meals, because some of you already know each other, and the others of you were just, there were empty seats at that table, and you kind of just started taking meals together for the past couple of days.
So we've already had our, oh my god, it's you.
Look it up, yeah.
So you basically, you're both trapped in the same inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already had that.
Yeah. Tight quarters.
Tight quarters, yeah. So you basically, the Sea Watch comes around to the table, and then the sergeant who comes walking up to the table, and he kind of nods to you all, and he says, "And how are you enjoying the accommodations?"
Well, they're nice. How much longer do you think we'll be kept here?
Well, we are hoping it won't be too much longer, but
I don't like that.
huh? Yes, it's not a horrible butt. I hope not, at least. The City Watch
I like
is.
butts.
Sorry, the Flaming Fist is in need of some assistance.
Of course they are.
Well, I mean, you're obviously stuck in the city until we can solve this problem with the refugees. We are doing everything we can, but with the sheer number of refugees on the outside and keeping them safe, as well as dealing with all the refugees who made it inside before we could shut the gates, and the problems those have caused, the Flaming Fists are completely tapped out. We have no more resources to allocate to any other issues that have come up. And unfortunately, an issue has come up. So we are recruiting adventurers. Now, one thing you know, if you've been in the city very long, is that the Grand Duke has deep pockets. And we have a very large discrepancy fund at our disposal. What we're doing is, we know that you adventurers are people of good, high, upstanding moral fiber for the most part. We understand it can't be true all the time, but we're hoping it's true enough to get us aid where we need it most. He says, with the gates being covered by the watch, the walls being patrolled by the watch, and the city streets being patrolled by the watch, we no longer have the ability to investigate issues that come up. And unfortunately, the last issue that has come up is a very dire one. He says, we need someone to investigate a new threat. There is a group, a cult, called the Followers of the Dead Three. He says, we have seen them, or we have information that they are causing greater unrest than even the very situation at hand has caused. That they are raising levels of tension in the city intentionally.
You're saying an entire city has disappeared into hell, and a cult is raising more issues than that?
Well, that city is not this city. So the cult itself is apparently attempting to destabilize the situation here and cause even the situation to become even worse than as it is right now. So what we would like to do is we would like to hire you to look into any information you can find about this cult. The only thing we know for sure is that we need this situation resolved as quickly as possible. So, we are willing to not only continue to cover your room and board as long as you're helping us, but if you bring us any important information that could lead to the resolution of this situation regarding this nefarious cult, we would be more than willing to compensate you on a very grand scale.
What sort of scale are we talking about here?
I think that the best way to describe it would be a scalable measure based on the importance of the information you bring us.
I heard compensation and getting the fuck out of this hotel, or tavern. So
There's some sort of down payment to cover any supplies we may need on this little mission of yours.
It is, what were you thinking?
Oh, I don't know. Just, you never know what we may need. It's dangerous times out there. There's a city that literally just fell into hell.
Well, that again is not this city. So this city is not in hell.
Yet.
He says, whether or not this city is in jeopardy of going to hell has been a topic of discussion for the ages. That is not the situation now. We are dealing with a situation now. The situation now is we have some kind of group attempting to cause this city to destroy itself.
How many are we the only adventurers sitting at the table, or are
At the
there
table,
others?
yes.
Okay. So are all of us going to be employed?
He's like, are you come as a package? Are you a group?
Yes.
He's like, we would prefer if you all were working, if we could organize this in this manner. We don't want to have individuals running off, doing things and, getting caught, making the situation worse. We find that it'd be better if groups of people work together in cohesion. And we're hoping that the fact that you're adventurers and used to going out and risking your lives and counting on each other in some way, shape, or form, that you'll gel faster than if we were to try and utilize any of the other local resources we have.
What do you think, May? Ask for 10 gold, 20 gold before we set off? Something to get us some supplies? 50 gold perhaps? Healing potion for each of us?
Thinking 20.
What do you think, May?
I build ships. I don't
Yes. What do you think, darling?
10 healing potions, I would like. At least 10 healing potions.
Oh,
Holy
no.
Because I want backups.
That doesn't happen.
That's
That doesn't happen with an untried crew.
That's quite literally
no,
a fuckload.
You don't understand. You start high, and then
Well, maybe you don't talk about
Negotiate
your
there.
negotiation deals in front of the person you're going to negotiate with.
well, no, I just meant for the group.
Let's. I do not have time for a protracted negotiation.
What are you willing to offer us, darling?
I guess more. What can you offer us?
I can offer you 15 gold apiece as seed money. I don't have any healing potions.
It's alright, I have a few.
If I did, I have plenty of men who would use them right now. It is not a safe time to be in Baldur's Gate, and that is saying that as a resident of Baldur's Gate. So, I am more than willing to part with 15 gold each, which I don't know if you've counted, but there's a decent number of you.
Yes, darling, I know how to count.
That's reassuring. It says, so what I would like to see is I would like you to. We have
5
more
times
than enough
15.
information to send people to multiple locations to try and investigate these bastards.
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like you to do is go hit a place called the Elf Song Tavern.
Elf Song Tavern.
Oh, I'll fit in just fine there. With all of my elf.
And what is it about this tavern that is,
I have a contact there named Tarina. She should be able to supply you with some information about some direction to take your leg of the investigation.
Tarina? What does she look like?
Half elf, sandy blonde hair. She may have changed her features, however, so don't be shocked. She is a very good operative.
Understood.
So we're to kill her on sight. Understood.
You're not very good at
He makes
this.
very bad jokes.
Very bad.
We've had to hear them all
He
morning.
says, Ned! And literally, there's a guy standing there behind him. He has a box in one hand. He puts the box down on the floor. The box pops open, and a floating disembodied skull on fire comes drifting up over his shoulder. He's like, I also don't have time for people who want to make this into a protracted joke. I will incinerate you and leave your ashes as a warning to others.
We'll take the seed money and be on our way.
Yes, that was quite a good offer, and I think we would be happy to get out of this hotel and get a job. Yes.
He's like, give them the money. He's like, and make sure nothing happens to Tarina. She is a wonderful source of information, and I am Ned, and he gestures to the skull, would be really deeply upset.
Yes, darling. No hands will be touched of Tarina.
He's like, nap. And the skull floats back, and you notice the box is lined with lead. Floats back, goes to the box, and closes up, and he's like, so he turns around, he's like, pay them. And the guy who was holding the box, he pulls out a bag, and he basically just really slowly counts out 15 gold pieces, like he's having to concentrate once
Yeah.
he gets past 10. So he counts out 15 gold apiece to each one of you.
That's what we call a don't fuck with that.
Yes. They gathered that. Yes. Yes.
So,
I want the box.
not the box.
I'm
So-
going
Just
to
the
fight him
box.
for it. Yeah, just the box with the trick inside. Because if you're going to get the box, you may as well just get it all.
Don't go losing your head there.
The box comes with one.
Finally, he tells a good joke.
So you got.
I guess 2 heads are better than 1.
Did you,
Alright, you're starting to push it.
Yeah, it's.
So, the tavern he is referring to is.
Like you're like opening like a large like book.
Oh, and he introduced, as he's leaving, he says, when you come back, you'll be looking for me,
And what was your name, sir?
Captain Zodge.
How?
Z-O-D-G-E.
The man with 2 heads.
Zogge.
D-G, D is in David, G is in George.
D-G-E.
E is in E.
Man with the floating
Who's
head.
I don't know.
Z-O. Yeah.
So dodge, but with the C.
Yeah.
So, it's in, the actual Elson Tavern is back down towards the docks, which you guys are staying in a better part of town. So as you walk through the town, one of the more common rules of being in Baldur's Gate is no one walks the streets alone. It is an instant way to get set upon by one of the many groups of people that walks the streets. So walking down the streets of Baldur's Gate is kind of like a a minor version of standoff. Every single time you come up upon another group of people, there's that whole, no real meeting of eye contact for long periods of time. But you can see, you feel like as you're going by a group, you're being assessed
Just
just
as
as
you're
much as
assessing them.
just as much as you're assessing them. And everyone's like hands always drift to weapons or go under cloaks or anything like that until you pass discreetly by. There is not a
There's no
lot
hiding mine.
of foot traffic out here.
Mm-hmm.
There are wagons that go by a lot. Every single wagon has a driver and a side seat guy with a crossbow. And if there's any room, more people riding on the back with weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So this place is in a state of high alert. You do pass people on the streets who are like in beggar's clothes, like in rags and everything like that. They do not reach out and beg for money. They do not like try and interact with you at all. They stay mainly to alleys off the street. And they basically try and keep quiet and out of the way. You guys make decent time down to the tavern. As you get there, the Elsong Tavern is a nondescript building. It is got a large single. It's a two-story building, but there's a large single floor that takes up most of the ground floor of the building itself. It's got a large seating area that, as you come in the door faces right into a bar that goes along the same wall the door is on against. And then to the right, there's a large seating area. In the back left corner of the room, the bar ends into a built-out portion of the building that is obviously probably the kitchen area. There is a set of swinging doors that go from the bar into the kitchen area, and there is another set of swinging doors that go out and go into the dining area. There is a set of staircases in the back right corner of the building that go up, and there is a large bay window area that you kind of come into, and so the door is in like the bay area. There is along the left-hand wall, because the bar, like I said, when you come in the door, the bar is right across from you. So along the left-hand wall, there are three obvious booths that have drawable curtains in front of them. There are about half a dozen tables in the room itself, and in the back corner of the room, the back right corner of the room, there is a large hearth with some stools drawn up around it, and that's also where, on the right-hand wall, is also where the staircase going up is. There is one more booth right off the staircase, because the staircase is kind of in the middle of the wall, not directly in. And then there is a large door on the right-hand side. And you saw that there was a room from the outside of the building that was lined with windows. So this might be a private room, some rentable private room, something like that, like a party room. And so, as you walk in, there is a decent number of people in here. There's no minstrel or anything playing. It's kind of a very quiet atmosphere. People talking quietly to each other.
Look around. Do I see anybody who fits the description of Tarina?
Yes, there is. Oh, but when you walk into the inn, the first thing that actually strikes you is that as you're walking in, there's no minstrel playing, but you hear a female elven voice singing. It fills the entire tavern. It's a very sad, melancholy song, and it isn't loud enough to like disrupt conversation or anything like that. And it only lasts for a few minutes, like basically one song, and then it ends. And you notice as it begins, all the conversation in the inn kind of stops until the song itself ends, and then the patrons seem to be respectfully listening. And then they go back to whatever they're doing.
Can we see like where the music's coming from?
Make me a perception check.
Not me.
She asked for it, so
Yeah.
I figured she wants to roll.
Yeah.
13.
13? It doesn't seem to be coming from anywhere.
Magic ship.
But we see somebody who fits the description that Captain Zod gave us.
No, you don't actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Is there a bartender or anybody at the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
He was walking up.
Yep.
Right. Walking to the bar. There is a human male. Human half elf. He is standing at the bar and he's kind of like just served somebody. He sees your group walking up and he's like, I haven't seen your types around in a while. He's like, what can we do to help you?
First, where is that music coming from?
That's the maiden.
The maiden, who is this lovely maiden whose voice we hear?
Well, number one, we can't tell if she's lovely or not. She sings Elven, so that's a good clue that she may be. But she's a ghost.
Oh, how spooky.
She's been here for who knows how long.
Finding
Yeah,
haunted
got it.
taverns.
I know.
He says all she really does is sing that same song over and over.
Oh.
Randomly. Whenever she
Must be tiring.
So she's singing in Elvish?
Oh, okay.
Do any of you speak Elvish?
I do.
The words you caught, because it kind of caught you off guard, but it is a lament to an unnamed lover lost at sea. So,
Poor dear.
and so he says, what do you have?
Well, we actually came here looking for someone.
He's like, information. It's a commodity. He's like,
I'll have an ale.
there you go. He draws a nail. He goes and gets him a stein. He draws you a nail, sets it down. He's like, that'll be, let's see, 2 silver for the ale and whatever else you need, depending on how risky it is.
All right, I'll hand over the 2 silver.
That's kind of expensive for a nail.
Yeah, I know.
it is.
That's why I was like, God, but that comes with
Fuck that.
information, correct? Is what he said?
Depending on how risky it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're simply. How many people are sitting around us?
There's not too many people actually at the bar.
Okay.
You know, because remember I said everyone seems to be in quiet conversation, so everyone's either taking booths or tables. And there's like one other guy at the bar, and he looks to be like the local rummy, and he's like down at the end of the bar just nursing a beer.
Yeah.
Does it not do it?
No.
Okay.
Explain it.
Well, we are looking for somebody actually. A half-elf woman.
Not somebody to love.
He's like, he kind of like rubs his own half pointed ears. He's like, oh well, never seen a half elf around here before.
Yes.
And he grins.
By the name of Tarina, perhaps?
Oh, all right.
Is she all right?
Is she expecting you?
We were sent to speak with her.
By?
A friend of hers.
Obviously, I'm a gatekeeper.
Yes, I gathered.
By?
He carries a box, has a flaming head.
Oh, fuck, Zidge. All right. Dodging me. He says, give me a few minutes.
That dude has
and he
no
waits over
cool.
one of the waitresses, and he whispers something in her ear. And she nods and she runs up the stairs. And he says, whether or not she's expecting you, I'm sure she'll be wanting to speak with you. He's like, in the meantime, he's like, anyone else need something to drink? It is a business after all.
Another ale,
Same.
as I take on his
Are they
accent.
going to be less expensive than 2 silver now that we've gotten the information?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Then I will take one as well. Because
The
hot
ale,
damn.
If you just take the house ale, it's like 3 copper.
Okay.
It's not
Still
bad.
pricey.
So, but it's not, definitely nothing right home.
I'm not picky.
Oh, it doesn't do
So,
that.
huh, what's that?
You have to like if you
specifically
take
move it
silver,
around.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
have
have
to
to move around. I just
That,
figured that out.
that's annoying.
So-
The coins?
Yeah, how many copper to a gold again?
Copper to a
10.
gold?
Oh, copper to a gold.
Yeah.
It's all
that's-
10. It's all 10.
So it'd be
Tens.
20 coppers to a gold then. Because
Yes.
it's 10 coppers
10 silver
to
to a gold.
and there's 10 coppers to a silver.
I thought that was
It's 100 copper to a piece of gold.
It's electrum. It's copper, electrum, silver, gold.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
people
I'm
don't
doing math
normally
wrong.
use.
I'm doing
So it's 100. It's a penny.
It's a
Yeah.
penny.
Yeah.
So
It's
a
copper
penny.
and
It's-
copper.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's
Okay.
a penny.
Math
It's
is
a
hard.
penny.
It's okay.
So
It's
Yeah.
a lovely penny.
I'm about to
It's a penny, lad.
just be
You
obnoxious
understand
with
what I'm
this.
saying? It's a penny.
A penny lad? What's a penny lad?
It's a
Did I do
cheap
that
whore.
right then?
Oh.
And then so you said it's 3 copper.
I was hoping we
Remove
wouldn't
that.
get to that.
Done. Okay, got my numbers now.
Alright,
You rich.
you rich. So,
I rolled and I didn't have to buy a whole lot, so
yeah,
I
right.
need to buy some healing potions.
yeah, that'll be a thing.
Alright.
I forgot to roll for mine.
One of the things you notice while you're waiting, looking around them, there's several dozen people in here. So this place is crowded. There are a number of very odd people, if you want to call them that. There is a obvious bugbear. He is sitting there and he's jawing off with some guy who looks like a half-orc. And they are guffawing it up. They're one of the loudest people in here. And they are pretty much just, drinking and obviously not here to do anything clandestine. They're not
They're
worried
just
about
here
the
to drink.
Yeah. And there is a number of people who look like they're probably sailors. There is a few people here who are in better than average looking attire, but for the most part, they're all keeping to themselves.
Would I have met a bugbear before?
You're level
you
4.
I might have fought one.
You're in this area.
I know I have.
I've kind of traveled. So, well, okay, if I've been with you, then I probably...
I know I should
Okay.
have.
Okay, then that answers my question.
Now,
forget that I'm level
normally
4.
in most cities, a bugbear wouldn't openly be tolerated.
Gotcha.
So, this is your first. This is your first real straight up indicator that Baldur's Gate is not your typical city.
Yeah.
Um,
So we've got a bugbear and a half-orc.
half-orc.
Okay. Is there any other unusual guests sitting around?
Well, there is
Heathen.
at the one of the things that you didn't notice as you came in, because she's right to the right of the door, and she's sitting on a very large stool, but she's kind of like that same wall that has where the conference room is, the rentable room, the party room. She's sitting right against the wall, and she sees you observing the bar, and she watches everyone come to the door. There is a female half-ogre. And she's kind of like, she's sitting there in the bar, and she's got a very heavy set of obvious brass knuckles.
That'd be the bouncer.
And each one of the spurs on the knuckles ends not in like a metal spur like normally ends, but ends in what looks to be a caltrop.
Jesus. I would like to go meet her, but she's rather frightening.
And
I wouldn't want to talk to her.
she randomly will sit there and she'll sit there with watching the crowd, and randomly she'll just like take one of the caltrops and just like pop it in her mouth and suck on it for a second.
So I'm gonna give her sexy eyes.
So, but she is basically just scowling at the room. For the most part, everyone's kind of ignoring her. Every now and then, one of the bartenders, but the waitresses or waiters come by, and they'll take her mug, which is empty, and they'll replace it with another one, and she just downs it and sets it down. Every single time when the waitstaff goes by though and does that, they smile at her, and they pat her on the shoulder and go, "Here you go, Plank," and they take an empty and put
Plank
that
is
on.
what they call her?
Yeah. And she actually will smile and nod at them as they go by, and then go right back to scowling at the room.
She's half ogre.
Obvious half ogre.
She's a half ogre or like an actual
Half
ogre?
Half
Okay.
Half ogres are.
It's just I thought you said
My notes
ogre
are amazing.
beforehand.
No.
That's
half
why.
ogre.
Okay.
Half ogre. Yeah. Oh, half ogres are usually smart enough to be able to function in a much higher capacity than ogres are. They can act as bodyguards and stuff like that.
Bouncers. Yeah.
There's a half ogre and a bugbear in this one tavern. Have you ever seen such a thing?
So.
I don't know, but she's pretty cute.
Go talk
That
to her.
I wasn't
I'll give
fighting.
you a gold piece.
Please go talk to her. Go talk to her.
Go
Right
talk
now.
piece.
She's working.
Right now.
I'll give you.
Like that's ever stopped you.
Right about that time,
No, it hasn't.
about that time, the barmaid went upstairs, comes running back down, comes running back there to walk across to the bar where you're at, and she says to come up.
Oh, thank you. And what was your name, darling?
Tiff.
Tip?
Tiff.
Tiff.
No, I just want to.
Oh, okay, sorry, Charlie.
That's why it's so abrupt.
Yes, Tiff. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And so you guys head upstairs, and she is staying in a room. It's at the top of the stairs, and it is directly. Which one is it? Oh, here it is. It is basically, when you go up the stairs, it is kind of, when you go upstairs, the upstairs is set up as a larger banquet hall. There is a bunch of tables up there. There are guests up here eating and drinking. There is another, the waitress takes you directly across the main room and to a door kind of in the southwest corner of the room. The door opens and it looks like you guesstimate from what a building is, that this room is right over the bay-shaped entrance. And so whatever this is right over the main entrance of the building. The door opens up, and sitting on the bed in the room, there is a human female. She is rather attractive. Dark hair. She's wearing leather armor. She is kind of like sitting on the bed, and there is no one else in the room with her. But she kind of is sitting on the bed, and she says, "So, what is that bastard doing sending people to me now?"
You're Karina?
Tarina.
Tarina, sorry. My apologies.
I'm Tarina, yes.
He did say she could change her appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. We are here, seeking information about the. Can it be spoken aloud? Did they say anything about that?
They didn't say
About the
anything.
cult of the Dead Three.
Yeah.
Was that right? Did I say that right?
Followers of, something like that.
The Dead Three?
The Dead Three, yes.
Yes.
You know of them?
Unfortunately, yes.
Do you have
Oh.
information? Captain Sarge would be particularly pleased if we came away with a good amount of information.
I think she's supposed to point us at information, and we're supposed to go find it.
Place
Well,
to go.
you know, we got to start somewhere.
I am absolutely positive that I can help you.
Oh, darling, yes.
Don't like that she said
Since
that.
I have retired to Baldur's Gate, I have been very lucky in keeping up with the goings on. But I came here and retired here because this place is easy to get lost in, and that was my intention. But apparently, my best efforts
Apparently you're just too memorable to be forgotten.
were in vain. Whether I'm too memorably forgotten or I just didn't do a good job of covering up my tracks. She says, however, no matter what, the situation for me has become dire. So, I will agree to supply you all with a very good, strong, substantive lead on who you need to go talk to next.
That was a lot of words that mean the same thing.
It's called emphasis, dear. So anyway, but she says, but I am going to require something of you.
Of course.
Well, if I must.
Don't
Oh,
hold
Jesus.
it. Put your clothes on, Kronos. I apologize. We're still training him.
It's fine.
He's a bit of a bastard. He's great.
Yes, he is quite hilarious.
That's not what you said last night.
What I need is something that I'm sure you won't have any problems providing.
And what is that, darling?
There are going to be some people coming here, and they're going to be looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're here.
What sort of people?
I don't think she means us.
People that I need to make sure don't want to come back or can't.
Oh. Who are these people?
Former associates
Oh.
who I cut ties with long ago, who do not appreciate the fact that I decided
To
to
hang up
move
your
my
hat.
business elsewhere.
Alright, so these people aren't part of the cult. They are.
No, they do.
This is your own personal...
Understood. You need us to do a favor for you before you do a favor for us.
The information
Understood.
that I will give you will put me in jeopardy, but it's not as direct a jeopardy as I currently face. Therefore, I'm willing to sell one lesser evil to remove a greater.
No,
Oh, a greater person me.
it's alright. You need a fight. Me and her are pretty good at fighting.
Very.
I've heard some stories about her, so
She's wonderful, I promise.
I do things.
Giant hammer. Yes, you try to do things.
And we've
we
got
fight.
amazing support. The 5 of us will be wonderful. Who are they?
Usually with my clothes off.
Please tell me you fight with your clothes off.
Oh, that would be quite hilarious.
That
Quite a
would-
distraction, too.
That would be quite a distraction. I'll have to try that one. It's not call it fighting.
Do it.
Yes, I do do it.
Oh my god.
There's a group of men who are going to come into this establishment,
When?
probably tonight.
Oh,
Do they have a way of dealing with the large knuckled
Clank. I
woman?
heard her name was Clank.
Cronus is quite taken with her.
Well, to be honest,
Oh,
they're
she doesn't work with them, does she?
no. They're going to be looking for me, but they're not going to be looking to do anything here. They're not done.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll get stonewalled. They won't get what they need. Or technically they're going to be misdirected. All I need you to do is follow them out and take care of it.
How unnoticeable do you need us to be?
I am
That's up to
blue.
you.
I am bright
I
blue.
noticed.
Oh well.
I
He
don't
has
fade
horns.
into a corner. Yeah,
And
we're
I'm
both
blue.
We are both blue. There are 2 blue members of this party, so we aren't quite
There's
the
a bugbear
sneakiest.
in the lobby.
That is true. That is true.
I was more
There
pointing.
is a bugbear in the lobby.
I was more talking about being followed by a bitch with a giant hammer.
I mean, there are plenty of bitches with giant hammers in the streets.
city. We are in Baldur's Gate, after all, is what I've heard.
So, if you agree to do this for me, I will provide you with the information. Not free of charge, of course. The favor is the
The favor is the payment, yes.
So, what I need you to do is make sure they.
Do you need them to expire, or just simply hurt for some time?
You said just make sure they don't come back.
Ever? Or I'm just trying to...
I'll
Yeah.
leave that to your discretion. Whichever one you rather do.
We'll take it step by step. We'll start by
Yes.
beating the living shit out of them, and if that doesn't work, then we'll take a few steps forward.
There we go.
Mm.
Are we in?
Yeah.
Go team!
Oh, darling.
Put
no.
your hand down.
Take your hand. I am not touching that hand.
I don't know. Actually, I
I-
do know where it's
Yeah.
been, and I don't want to talk
We
about it.
know, we know where that hand goes, and we don't want to touch it.
I'm sure you do.
No, I am quite sure I do not.
Alright. In that case, go downstairs.
Do we know what are we looking for?
They were any
You'll
sort of.
know when they get here, trust me.
My
Are
notes
they
are
some
amazing.
looming dark group come waltzing in? Are they quite joyful like us?
I'm
They'd be like
sure
her.
that they're going to be unique.
Going to be what?
Unique.
Unique.
Now, what I want you to understand is, don't do anything in the tavern.
Right, don't fight here, fight in the street.
Follow them out.
And remember, you don't have to fight. Just make sure they don't want to come back.
So we're fighting.
So we're fighting. It's what I do. It's what we do.
Out of character, I would try intimidate, but my charisma's a +1, so fuck that.
Yeah, I'm 0, so you are more intimidating than I am.
I build ships and I fight.
What?
We're fighting.
So you should
Not
start
her.
taking off your clothes now.
Not yet. Wait for the grand finale. That will never come.
Oh,
So as soon
something.
as we get there.
Something will come.
So what did you say you want us to do? You want us to wait in the...
And
Go
the
downstairs, have a meal.
On
enjoy-
you?
Fine.
Wow.
You.
That all works.
Shit, that's what I was
Oh,
worried
yeah.
about.
That's fine.
Alright.
I trust you.
She says, have a meal, have a few drinks, but not too many.
Yes, of course.
And when they arrive, as I said, make sure that they don't want to come back
Yes, of course.
outside.
We'll make sure they can't.
That is your discretion.
Yes,
not
of course.
mine.
Of course.
I'm not ordering anyone killed.
Understood.
There.
Yeah.
It's been
I
said.
feel like we should have winked right there or something. That's... yeah.
I mean,
I-
you know I don't just flat out
Inside, is she
slaughter.
ordering us to kill them?
Right.
Huh?
No, it's just a good old-fashioned beatdown.
Yeah.
And if it has to go that far, then...
We've done that plenty of times.
15.
Oh yeah, I just
She
what she's
honestly-
getting, what she's getting at is she just.
The inside roll is high enough. She just is trying to make sure she's not implicated in case you do kill them.
Ah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's a good old-fashioned beatdown.
Yeah.
So she's not gonna like come behind her.
Yeah.
That's
No,
that's
for sure.
that's what I
That's-
mean
that's
by
what she's
no.
saying,
That
yeah.
is not what I mean
Huh?
by good old-fashioned beatdown.
What's the point of that? Tim wouldn't be interested in that.
All right, so
All right.
I don't.
Let's eat. We're gonna go eat, and
Where
then
do
we're
we
going
eat?
to fight. What?
Well, you don't have to beat people up. She's definitely going to
You're-
beat people up.
I am going to beat people
But-
up, and you are going to heal me when I inevitably get hit.
Uh-huh.
Right? Don't touch me.
Especially not with that hand.
Yeah, not with either hand. I see you are a little ambidextrous, and I don't trust either of them. And not the feet
Not
either.
the feet either. We've heard you talk
It's
about
going to
some
be
weird
great. We're
things.
going to make a good team. Shall we eat?
He has to wash his hands first.
He should just take a shower. Just head to toe.
Oh dear Lord, no. No.
So
Now
are you
we're
really
sick.
gonna play up the
oh, sick.
the sex crazed bard? Is that what is that your thing?
I'm still kind of filling it out.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll see how long he can carry it.
I have a feeling this is probably just going to be a facade since he doesn't really know you.
Yeah, fair.
All right,
So
so
roll for stealth.
you guys head downstairs after you pull up the table.
Mm-hmm.
After a few minutes, the waitress.
There's a dog behind me.
The
There's a
dog's
dog
down
behind
for laying behind people.
Dog was behind me.
And you ran it over.
I did. Yeah.
It's the dog's fault. And the cat. No, the cat's punishing the dog. For being loud.
Get him,
Leave him
Shatner.
alone.
Get him, Shatter.
Shatner, leave him alone.
No, he has to be punished for being loud.
I think being rolled over by a chair is enough punishment.
Nope.
Poor baby.
No, it's not. Not
Okay, we're
Mr.
pulling up a
Shatner.
table.
Mr. Shatner says no.
Not you.
Nope, I'm staying right here.
I'll punish him later.
So you guys get a table. The waitress comes by, and she says, Serena's ordered you guys some food.
Mhm.
She said it'll be out in a couple minutes. You want another round of drinks?
Yes,
Yes.
that'd be lovely.
Uh-huh.
She says, I'll be right back. And she like rounds up all the empties and takes off. After a few minutes, she and a couple other waitresses come back. They put plates out in front of you, and it looks like a very hearty beef stew. And each one comes with like a little individual loaf of peasant bread, and like a little slab of butter.
A what?
A little slab of butter.
Beautiful. See, darling, she didn't mislead us. She got us a good
Are
hearty
we paying
meal.
for the ale ourselves? I assume.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How much was that? 3 copper?
Three
Three
copper.
Yeah.
copper.
Whatever.
I said 3 copper.
It's 10 copper to a silver?
Yes.
No.
To a
Yes.
silver.
To a silver.
I thought it was 10 copper to an electrum.
No.
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 And
Electrum's
copper to a
5.
Oh, that's right. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Electrum is 5 silver.
Just don't even use Electrum. Just
Yeah,
take
please.
it out.
Yeah, don't.
All right, we're gonna take a momentary break because now I have to answer my frickin' phone because he's not gonna stop calling.
Freaking phone.
Frickin' phone. We'll take 10 minutes
Okay.
and we'll be back.
That's no time to pee.
Hi, Shaq.
for a fight.
We're back.
For a fight.
Sorry for the longer break, but I had to set things up. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are still playing Avernus. So, you guys are at the inn.
You're going to hell in a
had sat
handbasket.
down for a good meal, hearty beef stew and some ale, and you guys are basically kind of biding your time. The lady sings several times more. You speak Elvish, yes?
Yeah.
The song is always the same, and it's repeated. I'm not going to sing it because I don't have a good voice.
Why not?
I don't know. I was born without a good voice, and I decided to stay that way. It says, "Oh, sing a song of El Turel,
Ooh.
of water, woods, and hill. The sun dawns on her ruddy cliffs, and fields green and still. This land of long abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realms, and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of El Turel, whose foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet from infernal shore. Arise the mighty hell riders, take up your swift keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of El Turel, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath companions' light until the dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenant that only ends with death, and so we'll sing of El Turel until our final breath."
So do either of y'all speak Elvish?
Nope.
Nope.
This is not the song she normally sings.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody like look a little bit like?
Everyone looks a little like nonplussed because the words in Elvish have changed.
Right.
And everyone can actually, who's the regular inn and the waitstaff, can recite in Elven the song she always sings. They just don't know how to speak Elven. But it's just like listening to an Italian pop song over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
You pick up the
Yeah.
words even if you don't necessarily know what it means.
Yeah.
That was oddly specific.
Yes. So
You speak Elven?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, both of us do. Darlings. She
That was a-
is that ghost is singing a song about El Turel.
And on the last note of that song, a group of men walk into the inn.
We'll
That
have
was
to
a
talk about
cue.
it later.
I think that was a cue.
Men, led by a man who is, and all of them are dressed in obvious sailor garb. All of them are wearing sandals. They all have multiple knives on their belt. You know the custom.
Mhm.
Never be without a knife. That's the rule.
Mm.
But they're all also carrying scimitars, which is a common deck weapon, on their belts. The leader is actually wearing a chain shirt, which is odd because sailors don't normally like wearing armor. And he has obvious command of the group. They're walking with the rolling gait of men who are used to being at sea rather than on land,
Mhm.
and are not completely adjusted to walking on firm ground again.
Had the same thing.
Yeah.
Same problem.
They come striding across the bar, and they kind of walk up to the bartender. The leader, he actually is a fairly brawny guy. He has a cloudy right eye and a cruel sneer. He walks up to the barkeep and leans in the bar, and the barkeep looks at us. "What can I get you, friend?" He says, "We're looking for an old friend of ours." He sniffs the air in an odd fashion. And he says, "Goes by the name of Tarina, or so I'm told. Loves to cheat at Baldur's Bones." And the tavern keeper, by the way, you found out his name is Alan. He kind of looks at him and he says, he goes like, "Can't say as I know anyone named Tarina." He's like, looks around, he's like, "None of the girls." He says, "But, if you want to ask around, feel free." He's like, "Meantime, what do you drink?" And the guy orders, he orders like 8 ales. And they go, each one, all the guys come and pick up their drinks, and they kind of start squash. As a group, they kind of swagger into the main area.
I have a question.
Sure.
How long has Baldur's Gate been like nobody in, nobody out?
5 days now, 4 days.
Okay, so still recent enough that they could still have their sea legs, not be used to walking on land. Okay.
Especially if they're staying in their boat.
Yeah. Oh, fair. Okay.
And he goes walking around and he's looking around. And he kind of looks around the room. And he says, all right, T. He says, all right, I see how it's going to be then. He looks around the room. He's like, let's do it the easy way. Any man or woman who knows the whereabouts of Tarina and wants to profit from that knowledge, he says, we'll be right here. And he leans up against the bar, because there's like no one at the bar except for the old dummy. He's like, we'll be right here. And we'll be more than willing. And he actually reaches up and he fiddles like what looks to be a very large starred gold earring to compensate you handsomely. He says, so, we're patient men, but we ain't going to be here all night. So this is your chance to actually profit on the fact that you know that woman, rather than what you probably already experienced. His men kind of like form up along the bar, and they're all like, most of them are like facing towards out, but he turns his back on the room and like sidles up in the bar stool, and he's just sipping his ale. Half his men are like, talking amongst themselves, but the other half are obviously watching the room.
Shall we try to? How close are we to the bar?
You're pretty much about 30 feet away. The table they sat you at was right near the hearth. Remember where the hearth was?
Yeah.
So you're
So
30
we're
feet
like
away.
out of
Yeah.
like talking range.
You're
for
30
those
feet
that
away
can
from them,
whisper.
and actually the entire bar is kind of now talking amongst themselves.
Okay, so there's
a murmur of the
a
crowd.
noise, a level
Yeah.
noise.
Y'all want some guidance or something? Cause I feel in the mood. I'm just saying.
So,
Hmm.
I'm actually going to pull out my deck of cards, do a quick shuffle, and pull out a card and cast Charm Person on him. So he's 30 feet away.
Charm person is always considered an aggressive act.
I thought that was the whole point.
Not in the bar.
No,
Not in the
Okay,
bar.
then never mind.
Yeah, not in the bar.
I mean, if it fails, it's
Yeah,
it knows you did try to do something.
She asked us to do it outside of
Yeah.
the tavern. So, shall we try to lure them outside?
Wouldn't know how.
We
We
don't
have-
know.
We have a bard and
Well, we
some
could-
pretty ladies. We could pretend to put on a show outside.
Outside.
What's the weather like right now?
No.
It's not bad.
Okay.
I mean,
It's raining. Shit.
No, it's coming up on fall, but you're much farther south than
Yeah.
Waterdeep, so it's brisk outside, but just
It's coming up on fall?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. That's cool.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Tight.
So
She said they'd be stonewalled and they would eventually leave. Because they even said we're not going to be here all night. Although
yes,
it would be
how
weird.
long do we want to wait?
It'd also be weird.
After
if-
about 5 minutes, one of the people in the bar is like gets up and he goes walking towards the bar. One of the patrons gets up out of his table and starts walking over towards the guy.
Oh shit.
We could say we have information, but not
we
not
want
in
to talk to
here.
them outside.
Yeah, too many years.
Who wants to?
Don't make me the talker.
Anyone?
I'll go. I got a high charisma.
There you go. Perfect.
That's right.
Convince them that we have something, but we're not willing to talk inside the bar.
Okay.
Shall we go outside first?
Well, I gotta
We
tell
shouldn't
got
leave her
something.
alone in
We
here.
just don't feel comfortable saying it in here.
Yeah. Okay.
I can do that.
Good luck, darling.
Thanks.
Not that I think you need it. Just
Thank you.
well wishes.
So you hop down off the chair and go walking up.
Yep.
When she gets up to leave, I just sort of like tap her on the back and say, Veldrix might with you, and I guidance her.
You got 60 seconds of guidance. Go fast. So you walking as you're walking up, the other guy's walking away,
That's what I was
And,
asking you.
and he's kind of smiling and he's walking away, and he's like putting something inside of a vest pocket.
While she's walking up, I'm actually gonna get up and sort of not like fully drunk stumble, but like uneasy walk stumble, and to like leave the bar as if I'm done, paid my tab, and I'm leaving.
All right. So you're stumbling out the door. You walk up to them, and the guys are all talking amongst each other, and you hear. Actually, make a perception check as you walk up.
20.
20? You hear one of them say, well, if she's upstairs, then I don't think to worry about. We just wait, and we cover all the exits, and when she leaves, we take care of business. And then he looks up and he stands like, because the guy looks around and then goes, oh, well, hello.
Hi.
Miss.
Hi.
How can I help you? He's like, you have something for me, maybe?
Yeah. You wanted to get information on the lady?
Of course.
I don't really feel comfortable talking about it in here because, I don't. So can we go outside?
He's like, the guy looks around.
Please,
Yep. I already got some good information. What could you give me that would be better than knowing where she is right now?
The truth.
The truth. So she's not upstairs.
No. I know where she is. She's not upstairs. She's not that dumb. Come on.
All right.
I'll make it worth the while.
He says, I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Well, quid pro quo and all.
Jesus Christ. I don't think that's how that works.
He says,
Actually, it is.
Let's discuss things. He's
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
all right. He's like, he kind of looks at him. He's like, oh, you guys just stay. You guys hang out here for a second. He's like, I'll see what the wee one wants, and we'll go with the other thing and keep an eye out and everything. And he points to two of them. He's like, you two go around back. And ahead of you, you see two of the guys at the bar, because you can't hear what she's saying. So two of the guys at the bar just like take off and head outside. And then he gets up off the stool and he goes walking outside with her. The rest of them are still sitting at the bar and looking
So there's
around.
8 total, including big guy,
No.
including main guy. Or no, so 8 plus
8
leader.
plus main guy, yeah.
So leader went with her.
So
2
there,
guys
Two
went out back.
outside.
So
No,
there's
they
Six
went
people.
out the front door. They're circling around it.
okay, and then 6 are remaining inside.
Yes.
Where did you go?
I went outside and I was
She's out
planning
front.
on like ducking around a corner, around a building nearby,
Okay.
so that when she lured him out, I could be nearby in case something happened.
You can run down around the other building down there.
Where?
That's around see the building you're all in? That's
Yeah.
the bar.
Okay.
And the bar actually expands out. It kind of
Yeah.
goes in an L. But the other building over there is the next building next door.
Okay,
And
so I
that
can
is
be
that
behind
is
there.
the dock. This
Okay.
is the dock. So
Yeah.
that is water over there.
Alright, so then, if that's the case, then I'm probably out here,
Okay.
kind of like
Gotcha.
leaning
And
against the wall.
And if you're keeping an eye out on the street, you do see two guys run around the corner and run down that alley between the two buildings.
Is there a back door in the tavern?
You can't see one from where you are. There may be one. Let me check something.
He's like, I don't know, maybe
Let me double check.
that would be funny on the map. There's no back door.
Are y'all really leaving me just solo this one?
She's
Yeah.
outside.
I'm
Oh, she's already
outside.
Oh, I thought you went out around.
I'm
No, she went
I'm
outside.
outside and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
over here, so that way when you lead him out, I'm there in case shit goes down.
Thank
yeah,
you.
so you've got people.
I did that. I did that to begin with.
There is no
That's
back
not
door.
scary at all.
No.
Okay. Okay, no back door.
No back door. Oh no, there is. I'm sorry, there is. It's in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
It just looks. Never mind. There is not. That's a window. I thought it was a door, but it's a window. I mean, you can climb out a window.
Should we just stay together?
I think we should just stay together for now.
But there's no visible back door from the main room.
Okay.
None.
Okay.
None.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright,
Let's
cool.
go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So what are you gonna do? She's going outside with him. Then literally they pass out the door now. He walks down the steps with you,
Uh-huh.
and he kind of looks at you, and he's like, "All right, let's hear it."
Okay, well, here's the thing. She's not all in one piece. You see?
No. No, I don't.
Okay, well, there's this guy. He's got this box. And part of her is in the box and on fire.
How much have you had to drink?
Only, you know,
You probably weigh 20 pounds. You've had more than one, you're drunk.
no, I'm 30 pounds.
Look, this was cute and all,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm up to some serious business, alright? Like, I need to know if you know anything, and I'm betting you don't.
So how far away from me are
Let
they?
me put it out.
Yeah, because I know that
Yeah.
you went outside, but I don't know where he is and you are and how far they went.
And I really don't want to be within hitting distance of, with this guy.
Yeah.
Some minis.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like, where'd it go?
He's going for his GM box, which can hold a Ren or two, in addition to all the other crap in it.
So long.
Yesterday.
I wanna hug you. I wanna hug you.
It's gonna get really interesting.
Using the first thing I grabbed.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna get interesting.
Oh,
Very well.
this is the first. Alright, this is not a book, this is the back.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys walked out the door,
Uh-huh. How far down did they
and
come
you
up?
guys literally standing outside the steps.
Oh, that's not intimidating at all.
Well, that is the size difference.
Roughly.
And you saw the two guys run up that alley that they're right near.
Why, oh why did I not take Misty's step?
Alright, so what are you doing?
Ah, I didn't want to do it right in front of the bar.
It is not in the bar.
True, that's a technicality.
We live our life one technicality at a time.
She just said outside the bar. She
Yeah.
didn't say
So,
where
yeah.
outside the bar.
Question:
So,
how big of a guy is he?
He
Well,
that big.
pretty buff.
Like Ray, but in shape.
Actually, that's a good estimation.
Alright.
Part of me is just like wants to go up
He's
to
like
the
an
6
older
meter
guy.
bar and be like,
He's like an older guy. He's going a little bit to
"The man's being
fat,
attacked out front.
but he is obviously still in decent shape.
Yeah.
Unlike me.
I mean, that's the thing is I want to go up to him, but like I don't think I can actually intimidate him. And I'm not just gonna haul up and smack him in the face with a hammer because that's not what she does.
You want me to intimidate him?
She's so cute.
I can try. I scary.
I mean,
Diddle.
your intimidate's probably better than me. That said, I can come out from around. Well, we can't actually plan this out. Never mind.
Yeah.
I have a plan. I'm gonna get the rest of the guys out there.
Cool. I mean, I'm already thinking.
You,
I'll
I mean,
probably walk
something
up.
started, but I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna walk up
The
to him.
rest of you are still at the table.
Yes.
So.
I think I'm gonna walk up. So I'm
Alright.
gonna come out from behind here and I'm gonna start making my way up. I don't know. Tell me when I have to stop if he does something.
He sees you coming. The moment you get back up 5 feet, the moment you get to there,
Here.
he kind of like looks up and looks at you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you make a roll for him. Right, quick.
While this is going on,
Uh huh.
I'm gonna go up to the rest of the gentlemen at the bar.
They're definitely.
Yeah, they're totally gentlemen.
We're gonna call him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Darlings, you're not doing a very good job at keeping your boss safe.
And you got there. When someone look at you, like one looks at you, he's like, "What do you mean? We do a great job."
He's outside, about to be killed.
He's like, "I can see him. He's right there."
But what you don't see is the horde of people just on the other side of the building waiting to kill him.
But the guys ran around the corner.
They went around the other corner.
Right about that time point, you hear a whistle. and the guy sees you coming, and he's like, blows a piercing whistle. All the guys at the bar stand up, and they start heading outside.
Perfect.
He looks at you, Kay, and he says, "Hang on a second," and he moves. And he there's this wagon right here.
Yeah.
He kind of hops up on the wagon, gets higher ground. He seems, and the wagon's kind of rocking back and forth as he climbs up on it.
Yeah.
But he seems to be more comfortable with that than standing on the ground.
Huh.
And as he
I can
does
smash a
that-
wagon.
Huh? You what?
I can smash a wagon.
Smash the wagon. I smashed the wagon.
Okay, now that he's not right next to me,
I rolled to smash the
I am
wagon.
okay with this, and I have stuff to do.
I'm gonna follow the guys out.
Yeah, and once I see them go out, I'll tail them as well.
I'll bring up the rear.
Nah. Nim's just kind of skipping out behind them.
Yeah, Mir will pull out his hand axe.
You guys are going outside and arming up.
Yep.
Well, I don't know how armed I need to be.
I'm pulling
You're
out my
pretty much
quarterstaff.
already armed.
Well, yeah, I've got stuff I wanted to do. Does that count?
A little bit. What do you want to do?
She's like flipping it in circles and stuff. She's like.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a little bit serious.
Right. Centered right there.
When are you doing it?
Pulls out three more quarterstaff.
But they're
You can put
aware
a
that they're
D6
coming out
on
and
them.
shit.
That is amazing.
That's wonderful.
So stupid. I love it.
Oh shit, forgot that. There.
Mhm.
No.
Now I want her to juggle. And she can just use her wind to make it look like she's juggling and like it's really alive.
So you come out, you're kind of here. Hey, where do you come out to?
Oh god, they're all just
This
like.
is you. Yeah. Tell you what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna play it off that I forgot my deck of cards in the bar, but
Oh,
now I
rolled
can't.
to see
Yeah.
if he recognized you.
Ah.
He
Okay.
scoped the entire bar when
Oh,
he
yeah.
was sitting in there.
I will
So I was gonna play off the
Go 30 feet from the door.
Mhm.
Unless you have extra movement for your.
I mean, I got
monkness.
40,
So you
yeah.
go 40 feet from the door.
I guess I'll start with this dude here.
You go straight to him.
Oh.
Now we're not doing combat yet, so you cannot
Yeah,
get
we're
within
not
5 feet.
we're not
Okay.
fighting yet. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just go actually just kind of here.
All right. Where are you gonna be, sir?
I'm gonna be one square to the right of her.
So I.
Nope, one more.
2 squares to the right. Then.
Look.
Skip.
Oh my.
Back behind people.
So you're gonna go back over this way.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Skip's video?
30.
Yeah.
Maybe where are you gonna do? Because you can move.
Behind Skip.
Scurry.
20, 25. You got your get to there.
Yes, I can.
So, quick question:
And I want to twin
Go ahead.
chaos.
are they
bolt.
mercenaries? Are they a mercenary band themselves?
You don't. They're not wearing any colors. They're wearing any
Nothing.
markings. No
Okay, because it says that I'm able to identify mercenary companies by their emblems,
They
and
are
I know,
definitely not wearing any type of emblem.
and I know a little about any such company, including names, reputations, and blah blah blah.
Gotcha. No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay.
All right. So you guys come out. They see you guys walking out too, and all of them look at each other, and they kind of get these shit-eating grins, and they start working shoulders, cracking their necks, and the guy kind of looks at you as like, he kind of looks over at you because you went behind them. And it's like, oh, does this mean we're not going to be friends?
I'll still be your friend when I'm done.
If he's alive to be your friend, darling.
It's like,
I'll be anybody's friend. I don't got friends.
You got that.
he says, so, let me get this straight. You all are here to defend her.
Who?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. He's like, that's how it's gonna be. He's like, not like I wasn't expecting something. She always manages to get someone on her side. Lying bitch. Alright. If that's how it's gonna be, it's how it's gonna be. And he whistles again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
Do I have the thing where I get advantage on my,
Two,
And the
nine.
two guys
I
pop
don't know
out
if I have
from
the thing
here.
yet. If I have advantage, where I
in
get
the alleyway,
advantage on.
and they're going to fire crossbows.
Two other guys.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And let's go ahead and roll initiative for everybody.
19.
Oh, let me get a sheet out.
Oh crap, I forgot my pluses.
Oh, you roll 19 on the die?
It's fine. Send it right
Um,
up. I
20.
don't have any pluses.
Alrighty. Wait, what's your character's name?
Colwyn.
Colwyn?
Calwyn.
Colwyn.
Yep.
Skip, what was your character's name?
Kronos.
Brit?
No,
Character-
what's your
what's your
character's name?
Huh? Maeve?
Maeve.
Nim.
Name M-I-M?
N-I-M.
M?
Short for
I-M?
Nimbus, like a Nimbus cloud.
Oh, N-I-M.
Yeah. Nim.
Mir, M-I-R.
Minor?
Mir.
Like Michael
Myers,
Minor?
M-Y-R-I.
Alright. Colin, what'd you get?
20.
Gotcha.
Oh, modified 20, but.
Modified 20 is it is. Kronos.
10.
Maeve.
13.
God.
That's what I was looking. I don't get my.
Nim.
I don't get it.
13.
Mir.
13.
This is gonna be great.
14.
Oh shit.
And then. Alright. Tie goes to the winner, so Colin, you go first.
Yay.
Or tie goes to the players, I should say.
Groovy.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna twin chaos bolts.
And who are your targets?
From him
That's one.
to him, because they're big bolts.
Well, they each have one target.
Mm-hmm.
So number one, roll your attack rolls. Which one's which?
Sorry, that was cocked.
Which one's which?
He's the red one.
Okay. What's total?
16.
16?
Mhm.
That actually hits. No. Yes, that hits him.
Okay.
Oh good.
98.
Well, 16 not hitting is not that bad.
The one holding a staff. Next to the blonde one with the fur coat on.
So now roll your d8s.
Yeah.
I got a 6, which is poison. So that's. Sorry.
It's 2d8 damage on each one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So any
8 plus
hits?
6. Am I rolling 4?
No.
Bless you.
If you roll 2d8,
Yeah.
And then you pick one of those for the type of damage and you add those two together.
Oh,
and then you
okay.
add the two together for the total.
Thunder and 15.
15 total?
Mhm.
Got it.
Because I can do basic math, it just takes me a minute.
It's okay. I love chaos
And
bolts,
fingers.
It does take fingers.
Yep.
I do too.
I,
All right.
'Cause I don't have
So,
that many
and then on
fingers
the
on
other guy, because you twinned it,
um,
2d8.
same thunder.
And how much damage?
10.
10? Alright. Like, the clap of thunder hits him. The first guy hits him and he staggers, but he doesn't come down off the wagon. But the other guy, he almost goes to his knees, and you can see blood is coming out of his ears.
Shit.
Maybe I should have done thunder with the first one.
You did.
Alright,
yeah,
so
that's right.
that was on Cohen.
You're just
Also on 20.
Woo!
Excuse me, sweetie. Double sweetie.
Ooh. That's gonna get rough.
Oh dear.
There's someone next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Who's next to you?
now they've started aggression. Well, technically she
Who's the
started
one
it, but
next to you? Mama, who's the one next to
we
you?
don't know. They're just bad guys.
Can you twin cantrips?
Huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Ah.
You can twin any spell. Oops, sorry, Sue.
You just gotta spend the points for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta spend the sorcery points.
Alright, team. So, the two guys in the alleyway are firing crossbows.
Oh, fun.
I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. First guy is shooting at you.
Me.
Second guy is shooting at
Shit. Okay.
you.
I haven't
Who's
raged
you?
yet.
Oh.
So first guy fires at you with a crossbow.
Me?
No, for her first.
Okay.
Hits,
Ah, shit.
and it's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
piercing. The next guy shoots at you and hits for 2 points of piercing.
Me?
Wow, I rolled two ones on damage. Yeah, 2 and 2.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other guys are going to swing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 3. So the first guy swinging on you is misses. Second guy swinging on you misses. Switching. Third guy hits you for 7 points of slashing. First guy swinging on you misses. Misses. And the last one hits.
What's the number?
19 plus 2, 3.
Shield.
Shield? Alright. Should have told you the number. Should have said. But yeah, so the last one, it was a dead-on shot, and you basically, it barely glances off. Alright, so, that's their actions. 3 and 3 on each. That was on 20. The next action is on 14. You are the talker.
Me?
No.
Nope.
No. Me.
It's just when I rage my first attack
He
every turn.
draws,
is
he has a cutlass in
3d6.
one hand as he climbs down. The moment he gets off, jumps off the wagon, he draws a dagger.
Okay.
First attack, misses with the scimitar, hits with the dagger for 4 points of piercing.
Are you serious?
No.
It's like,
I'm okay.
shit.
No, I'm okay.
Alright, and that is his actions. That's 14 13s. So we
Yeah.
have
I mean,
3
I
people on
definitely
13. You guys can discuss amongst because you're players. So you
We
can
get to
decide
decide.
where you want to go in.
Go around.
Just go around? Okay.
Alright, so you're first, man.
Alright, so which of these two fired the crossbows at me?
The two bugbears.
Yeah, which one?
Fire, at you.
Which one hit? Which
the
one fired at
The
me
one
specifically?
far closest to everyone else.
Yeah.
That one did.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, right up in his face,
That's in the face.
with a wall behind him, and bonus action rage before I fucking forget, because I will.
Bonus action, the rage.
I'm gonna rage first, because otherwise I'll forget, because I'm the worst at that sometimes.
I forgot it. Bonus action.
You're the worst at being best.
So bonus action rage, and so now I am going to
Split him in half.
boom.
Alright. So that is number 7. I got it. Alright, go ahead.
And so I'm doing 2d6 plus a d6 of radiant, because I'm raging and I'm a zealot.
You still have to hit him, don't you?
Yes.
Alright, so it's worth hit.
What is 16 plus 5, 21.
Oh god, yes. Now you may do all the psyche crazy damage.
Okay, I'm gonna do them separately because I gotta count them, count numbers separately. So, whew, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of just straight bludgeoning damage, and then with my other thing, it's a d6 plus 2, That is an additional 5 points of radiant.
Just the bludgeoning damage.
Alone, just like, boom!
Rush him.
and
Smash him into the wall.
And then I scorch him a little with the radiant.
So he goes down.
So they just hear, ah! Boom!
As far as I know.
Any battle cry?
Not really, no. It's just
a
roar.
Alright.
Okay. I am going to take my quarterstaff and just smack.
Two-handed.
Yeah, two-handed with the quarterstaff.
Roll it.
Smack big dude.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was figuring.
Ha! Not 20.
That
Quarterstaff's D8.
The quarterstaff's D6.
What?
No, when you use
D6.
two-handed.
If you use
on-
two-handed,
Oh,
it's D8.
sweet. Oh,
It
no,
has
I
a
don't have
versatile
my
tr-
D8s out.
Oh no!
You want D8? Yeah.
He's got one.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah, I need to.
Let's take this
And
one.
then plus what?
Your
Then plus
Strength.
3, so
Yeah.
Or
Strength
strength
and
or
dex.
dex, whichever's higher.
It's a monk weapon,
Yeah,
so she gives you
just
the
dex.
So 13.
13 points of damage?
Yeah.
That freaking hurt.
Yeah, and then I'm going to bonus action.
Unarmed strike.
Flurry of blows.
Always remember, you get your free martial art attack before you even do that bonus action.
What do you mean?
So you can do your unarmed strike no matter what, and then
Oh.
afterwards decide to do
Then
the
you can
flurry.
decide if you're doing flurry of blows afterwards. Because you spend.
Oh, you can. Yeah, so you can you can do this, and then if you still want to hit again, you can decide to do it after.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, so I get that plus then a bonus action.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm confused.
So
That is
so
your
you
bonus
can
attack.
use this, and that's your bonus action. But if this hits or misses, and you decide to do, you want to do one more attack, you can choose to do that afterwards.
Or
it's,
that.
It's a no. It's a
Okay,
part of the
okay.
same thing.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to take like the butt of...
Yeah.
Unarmed strike.
It's actually
Basically,
an
it's like
unarmed strike.
yeah.
Basically, you pop him with a staff, then you release, like, and then maybe you follow through with an elbow
Yeah.
or
Something
a
like that.
kick.
Yeah.
Kick him,
Okay,
headbutt
so then I
him.
rolled
Roll
a
an attack.
Especially because you didn't
Should
use
be
any
19.
damage.
19 definitely hits.
He's only got like a couple
Nice.
points.
7.
Yeah.
Huh?
7
points of damage, that's 20 total. Ow.
And then
now you can decide if you want to spend another key point or
He is
spend
still
a key
up.
point. and
yeah,
hit
I'm
it
going
again.
to I'm going to spend a key point and go ahead and make another
Unarmed strike.
another unarmed
Roll to
strike.
hit.
Because flurry of blows.
17.
17 hits.
Okay.
Wait. He actually
Oh.
will use his reaction. And he basically, at the last second, he basically just like steps back and swats, like you did a roundhouse or something.
Mhm.
He swats your foot by and it misses him at that much.
Parry. Okay, it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm done. I just
Alright.
spend my key point.
So, that's 13. Michael, or Mir. Mir, you are now a spaceship.
I will, Mir will smack his, hand axe against his shield and just, and, I will bless the three of us,
Okay.
and then I will axe and surge and swing on the guy directly in front of me.
So bless is a D4, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I get a free.
For
I mean-
attacks
I mean,
and
fuck yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
Hmm?
24.
Oh, yeah.
He takes 8 points of slashing damage.
And that's the guy directly in front of you?
Yeah, directly in front of me.
4. Okay.
So
Got
attacks
it.
and
So it
saving
takes
throws.
8 points, right?
Adds a D4 to all attacks and saving throws.
Opposite of Bane.
And he's bloodied up bad. Alright, so, that was on your turn. After 13 comes
That's all of us.
10.
Oh wait, no.
Kronos.
Yeah, bring it up the rear.
Hey.
I guess I will try to keep people alive.
That would be great. Thanks.
Well, it was between letting you guys hit more easier, or keeping you alive. So I guess I'll keep you alive. So
Here we go.
I will pull a code from my deck and cast Bane. Which these three, the big guy, and then
Wisdom saving throws,
two
correct?
more charisma saving throws.
Rough.
DC
Rough.
14.
Very nice.
DC 14. Captain fails.
Yeah.
First bandit, you said 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Fails. Second bandit, fails.
Alright, so they have the
Yeah,
opposite of
Bane dice.
bless.
20 out of 31, so I'm still, like, I'm still
Alrighty. Thank you very much for screwing with my people.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And I have bonus actions.
Oh, bonus action. What would you like to bonus action?
You didn't charge that entire time.
That's weird.
I will go
Might
ahead
not have been plugged in.
and
Maybe.
inspire.
Your inspiration goes to.
Yeah, Baby Blue's got the most rounders, so you were inspired. You get a D6.
D6 inspiration dice. Plus
Yeah.
your bless dice. You got lots of dice.
Yeah.
Alright. So back to the top of the round. Top of the round goes to you.
Yay. And you said you're
I'm 20 out of 31.
okay.
She's
So
very beaten up.
Yeah, I'm looking a bit bloody.
If
I'm
I have
up.
to judge it on a scale of 1 to 31.
I'm not about a 20.
yeah, I'm just scared to get that close.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm okay right
All
now.
right. All right. Good.
I got more than half.
Well, in that case,
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Twin Toll the Dead.
Twinning the Toll of the Dead. I'm assuming you're gonna hit
People
the
that have
boss
already been
man
hit.
and the guy directly adjacent to him who's already been hit.
Yes.
All right. So.
Those are wisdom
it's a
saves.
Wisdom saving throws.
Mhm.
First, the boss man.
With the Bane.
With Bane.
With Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with Bane. It doesn't even matter. He failed without Bane.
Oh, okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Yes, he did. And the bandit also has Bane, but he failed without Bane anyway. So they fail.
I
So
do nothing.
roll a D12 on each one.
Oh, I don't have to roll a hit.
Nope.
No,
No,
it's a
it's-
saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
It should be 2d12.
Oh,
You're grabbing the right one. And the white one beside it is another D12. The white one is
She's
the
got a
captain.
cup in front of her dice. I can't see what she's grabbing. It's been help.
I rolled 2 on both of them,
So 2 and
2
2.
points each.
Hey, damage is damage.
but it is necrotic.
That's painful.
What?
Oh,
Oh.
wait. The other guy, you left him at 1 hit point, so that other guy goes down.
Okay, great.
Who has the damage on him?
One dead.
Oh no, that was one you. No.
I dropped one in a hit,
Yeah. You're the one who cracked him.
so you did.
He's
Can
down, and he took 2, because he was barely hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
can I bonus action, healing word on her? Because I don't have to touch her for that one.
Yes, because you did the first goal you did was a.
You can't trip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
I was like, I didn't hit that one, but I was at that chaos bolt hit that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Okay. Take 8.
Heal points?
Yep.
Heal points.
Heal for 8.
Huzzah.
8 heals.
Sorry, not more.
No, that's wonderful. I'm almost great. Just a little dirty.
Alright, so, that is on their turn. On the bandits go next.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know
They're down 2.
sailors?
Alright,
The Marauder.
that guy is going to reload his crossbow. You're in close, but he's not in close combat, so he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not going to, because he has orders.
Oh.
Skip.
Yep.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ouch.
That's gonna hurt.
I will cutting words that.
Huh?
Cutting words. As a
Let's-
reaction.
A natural 20 is still gonna hit.
Oh, okay,
No,
never
that's
mind.
not- yeah, that's why I didn't use his ability on her nat
Okay.
20. 11 points of piercing.
Oof. Ouch.
Alright, so that was on his turn, and on the other bandit's turn, they're not close to you, so it's gonna be 2 strikes on you and 3 strikes on you.
Bit.
So the first one on you
Who's you?
misses you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
3 strikes on you. Or 2, yeah, 3 strikes on you. So
Yeah.
first- next one hits.
How much?
and
What's the
roll.
number?
Huh?
What's the number?
Well, are you going to shield?
Don't I need to know the number?
Nope.
Yeah,
That's
shield
a
technically
I
fucked
is.
just tell you hit.
Never mind. Give me a deck save then.
Huh?
Give me a deck save.
He's like, fuck you, then take the save, bitch. And he fails his dex save. But you do take 5 points of slashing.
Okay. And he takes 13 points of thunder
Oh,
damage.
you fucking dead.
Ouch.
So
What'd
that
you hit
was-
him with?
My reactionary ability.
Nice.
He slashes.
Yeah, that's
at
why I
you.
didn't use cutting ones on him because I knew what
He
he was
slashes
doing.
at you. You go. He goes. His head just pops like a zit. All right, the last guy's gonna swing at you.
Ah.
The last guy's going to swing, and he hits you for 3 points of slashing. And on you, miss horribly. And
I don't have reach.
I rolled a 1 and a fucking 3. I used them to look like you. All right, so that is back around. That's on 20. On who's that? 20. Captain's 14.
Nope.
First one swings on you with Bane. Oh god, he missed without Bane. Dagger. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Ha!
So yeah.
It's an almost
Bane
cost
is not
17.
doing
You didn't
anything.
get
If
many.
But if they rolled, if they actually hit, then I rolled Bane dice.
I know, I understand. I'm just
I
saying.
just rolled lousy. I'm
That's
sorry, I made your Bane.
You almost hit
That's-
yourself.
that's normally how it is. Like when you use bless too.
Yeah.
Everybody just starts rolling like real high.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was on the last one on 14, 13s.
'Kay.
Maeve.
So I was checking. My thing is actually not reach like I thought it was. So I actually have to move up close. So I'm gonna move to this guy.
Alright.
Make sure he's not shooting any more crossbow bolts.
Oh, is that 10?
So going to try and hit him. Ooh, I actually might need this. 15 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these guys also aren't wearing armor.
Oh, they aren't?
No, they're just wearing sailor garb.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
The only
But-
one who's wearing airy armor
Is
is
the big guy,
the
big guy.
all right. So
And he actually
then.
wasn't wearing a chain shirt, he was actually wearing studded leather.
All right. Ooh.
So otherwise he would have been higher.
So, 10 bludgeoning and 4 radiant.
10 bludgeoning and 4. He's
So
gone.
14 total.
Yeah, he's out.
Boom, done.
Yeah, just grab him off there.
Nice job.
Fine, please. Drop right on his head, too.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
That's
that
where the
is
hammer went.
13. Yeah, alright. And next is Nim.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did last time. I'm gonna take double hand, quarterstaff, just smash boss dude.
Roll a hit.
Gonna try. Oh, and that's
Yes.
nothing's gonna what?
I mean, yeah,
Roll the
you could.
d4. You can use both if you want to. You don't have to roll the d6 until after you roll the d4.
Okay, well,
If you don't hit with the
14
d4, then you have to roll the d6 too.
so that would be
That'd be 6 plus 5. That's 11. Plus that's 14.
okay. So 14.
Miss.
Damn.
So 15 is their AC.
Yeah. Okay.
Or is his.
Oh, his.
Do I get any? If I
Yeah.
miss, do I
No,
still
you
get to
you
hit?
your
Okay, so
modifier
if
back.
I miss, I'm just gonna.
Roll to hit. Now for this you only get your.
Oh, wrong one.
No, you
And the
can.
bless.
Yeah, you can use the both of
What
them at
the
the same
fuck?
time.
Okay, this one's going away. It's not gonna.
No matter
Use-
what.
So.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Max, you can use 13.
Nah, no.
Alright.
Mm-mm.
So that misses. And that means no flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Because you do have to
Yeah.
hit with that second attack
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
flurry of blows. Alright, so that is on Nim's turn, and after Nim is Mir.
The guy on my right,
Yeah, you alright?
smacking him with a booming blade.
Alright, booming blade. Oh, booming blade.
Yeah. Just in case if he does decide to run. Modified 20 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
9 points of slashing damage.
He is barely on his fucking in his. That is that guy. Oh, those two guys are dead. Because someone keeps on one-shotting people.
Boom.
I'm just saying, someone's one-shotting people. That's all I'm saying.
That's my job.
Yep.
I got one job and that's it.
Yep.
Come on, darling. I need you up here.
And you know you did 14 points of damage to both of them?
Yeah. Is that exactly how many hit points they have?
No, they have less than that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are killing a bunch of
Mooks.
mooks.
Alright, so that was
Well,
that one, and this one you did
he shot me with a crossbow.
14. Crossbow guys both dead, and then that guy's dead. Okay, so I'm just getting my order of death in here. So you've killed 3 by
Neat.
yourself.
I've only killed 2 by myself. I've only hit 2. I've only had 2 turns. Somebody else died because of her
Yeah,
her
there's
her stuff.
There's been 4
Oh,
people
got
died.
it.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good.
I didn't mean to.
Is that
No,
guy
keep
dead?
doing what you're doing.
Oh,
Sally.
3 guys are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys are dead.
Yeah, 4 guys are dead.
But they told me at the orphanage I was bad.
No, darling, you're doing wonderful. Keep doing what you're doing, friend.
It feels vaguely manipulative.
Nope, totally wasn't.
Alright, so I got the deads. So that was on your turn.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
The one that hit me, was that the leader or was that somebody else?
That was a crossbowman that she killed already.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, just because I know he's not that smart. So I will cast Vicious Mockery on the leader.
What type of save is it?
Wisdom 14. Plus minus D4 as well.
Yeah. And this time it's gonna be just enough to make him fail.
Yep. Yeah, big fat dummy.
Big fat dummy. How much you doing to him?
1D4, so 3. And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Gotcha.
On top of the boss.
Got it. He's
I was
still
actually
up.
really hoping I was gonna believe.
Alright, so that is his turn. That is his turn. Top of the round. You're up again.
I was really hoping I was gonna kill him.
Colin.
I know, I heard.
Bless you,
Trying to
Avatar.
make sure I get your name
Tallman is good. Yeah. I was gonna twin the Toll the Dead again, because, well, they're injured and that just makes it so much easier.
Actually, everyone who was injured except the boss is dead. Everyone who's still up has not been hit yet.
No, the guy on my right's been hit.
Yeah.
Did someone else got one-shotted somewhere? Because you did 8 points. Yeah, you left him with like barely anything left. So I'm just gonna take one of these. Alright, so that guy is up. So you told the dead on the guy to his right, and you told to get on the boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and
Those are
make
wisdom.
2 wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah, it's not me. That's you.
Yeah.
That failed.
Come along, babe.
Oh shit! I bet you this is gonna suck him. Yep. All right, they both failed. I rolled a 17 on the die for the boss, and then I threw in that Bane dice, and you got a 4.
Again, it's why Bane is one of the most powerful low-level spells there
Yeah,
is.
that's a good
Is
one.
the red and white still the boss?
Yeah, but those are attacks.
No, the D12.
Oh.
Red and white.
Yeah.
I just wanted to designate which one was which.
Okay, well, tell you what, the boss can be the silver and red.
Boss is the middle.
Okay, that's 5.
5 on the boss.
That's disappointing. The other one is 1.
Is it enough?
You're fired.
Nope.
Oh,
It's
funny.
I know, that
Almost.
would have been hilarious.
Almost
No joke.
enough.
And I'm gonna bonus
What's-
action, what?
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Bonus action what?
Healing word at 2nd level on her.
I'm good.
Wait, you're
somebody else. I mean, I've got 28
Okay.
at 31. He probably needs it more than I
He's
do.
only
Okay.
at 31.
Yeah. So I'm at 20. I'm almost good to go.
Okay, well somebody's getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to him. Give it to
Oh,
him.
don't you have an ability where you can add that shorter range?
That's,
Your divine soul ability?
oh, I forgot about that. I haven't used that. What is that? I don't know anything about it.
What are you talking about?
Don't you have the divine soul has a healing ability?
No, they have an ability to re-roll heals that are within like 5 feet of them or something like
Oh,
that.
well then you get a healing word on him and you can re-roll it if it's bad.
Oh yeah, well on him I can just do,
Cost switch.
because I can touch him.
You have cure wounds?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, you can re-roll that too if you need to.
Well, true.
2d8.
2d8.
I don't know if you should touch
You're
him.
doing 2nd level still?
Yeah.
You don't know you want to touch him.
Well, no, I'm gonna be touching like the back of his calf.
She puts on a fucking glove.
It's like, you want to touch my tail?
She puts on a glove and then
Like
she
this.
sterilizes it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So gross.
She has a Chronos hanky that like.
I will totally.
In just the 2 days of knowing him, has like already felt the need to embroider a Kronos handkerchief.
What's wrong?
My back is nuts.
It was here.
Oh, there it is.
10.
10?
Yeah.
No, puts him almost at full.
Yeah.
I get really weird when I lose my bag of nuts.
I.
Yeah, you folks really like those
I got nothing.
unsalted nuts.
No, these are completely salted. I'm that old.
I love them salty nuts.
You know.
Nope, I'm good.
So mercenaries go.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Alright,
No, I think they've been
how much are
interrupted.
you healing for?
I already healed it.
It was 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I would like to point out she just told the dead, which is an action, and she cast Cure Wounds, which is an action.
Oh.
Oh shit.
right.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
do
no.
it.
Bonus action. Well, in that case.
Yeah, it's a healing word, not cure wounds. That's
Sorry.
a bonus action. So, thank you very much, sir.
I know.
Yeah,
That's what
fucking
she-
narc.
like, eh.
Fun police, fun police.
Right?
Okay.
I'm really gonna have to punish you later.
Okay.
That might actually end up being like the
Guess
same
what?
amount.
Same amount.
Ah,
Nice.
So
screw
there.
all you guys.
Fun police. That's all I'm saying, sir.
Alright. So on their turn,
No, just kidding.
you still got 2 on you. You still have 2 on you, right? Yeah. Okay.
None of them can come after me because then they'll get attack
You're
buffs
locked
on
up in
them.
close combat. Oh shit. First one crits on you.
Ouch. Shit.
Wait, which one is this? Is this the captain or?
No, it's
Okay.
one of the these are the regular thugs.
Okay.
So,
Well, one of them still has Bane on him.
A crit.
a crit.
It's a
Yeah,
crit.
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
And it's not one of the ones with Bane on it because 2 of the ones with Bane are dead. The only one left with
It's the
Bane on it is
captain.
the captain.
Yeah.
No.
No, it was this guy, and this guy.
Oh yeah, one of them was Bane is alive. But what was the one that hit? Because it's the other 2 on the right
That are with me.
that are with her, and then the one left with Bane is on him.
Yeah.
So that's 5 points of damage on the crit. What a
Ow!
lousy
You
crit.
know, just.
And the other guy swings at you and misses. The first guy with Bane swings on you and misses with a 2. The other guy without Bane swings on you and misses with a 4. So that's the pathetic 4 guy's turn. But now it's the captain's turn. He swings on you. Misses.
I just love how like
Yes.
cocky these guys were, rolling their necks and all this shit, and then
Actually, he doesn't miss, but he's gonna miss with the fucking Bane.
Keeps
because he's-
missing.
Yeah.
one-shotted.
The dagger comes in a natural 1. Alright, so yes, the captain misses you.
Did he make his finger trying to hit me?
I warned you, Ray. I play
I know.
control bards.
I know.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine.
I love
Fun.
it.
So
Love it.
that is the captain's turn. After the captain comes
Me.
Yeah, smart. Mib.
So boom, right here.
Uh-huh.
Getting one of them off of her because she's my friend. 15? Or actually, well, I get the I hit anyway. I don't need the blush, right? Does 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Might as well just roll them together.
huh?
So
Yeah, you
just,
might as
yeah,
well
just
just
roll
roll
the bless together.
I forgot about it
Oh,
until I
okay.
thought about it.
It can't make you crit, so.
yeah.
We're not used to people actually using helpful spells.
Yeah.
Well, just everybody wants damage output.
So then that is 9 bludgeoning plus 6 radiant, so a total of 15 points of damage.
Not that mastery help.
Yeah. Thank you, darling.
So you just hear like a giant smash right behind you.
Ah, that's name.
Nim.
I'm
That's
going
it, your
to
muscles ripping
double
into
hand,
wiggling.
quarterstaff, bonk him on the head again.
Bonk to the head.
Bonk, 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 bonk. What? Star Trek.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. That is a math 19.
Hit.
Because I double. Where's the? Did you take your D8 back?
Oh yeah, I did.
I just need 1. That'd be 6. And
Point.
then
He's still up.
okay, and I'm gonna take an elbow.
Nope.
Not wrong one.
I wish.
Right. Ugh, no,
12 plus
12.
5.
Oh, plus 5. 12 plus 17.
Hit.
Okay. So that is.
Damn.
But I get plus 3, so 4.
4 points of damage.
And then is he still up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna key point, flurry of blows.
One more smack.
I like it.
Oh no, that's so 19,
Hit.
and then
Yep. Smack. God damn it.
that's 4 points of damage again.
4. He is still up, but he looks like he is not doing well at all.
Good.
All right. That is on Nim's turn. After Nim is Mir.
The blow on my right. Smack.
Smack, smack, smack.
He's got one hit point left.
Yeah, he does. No, he actually. Yeah, he does. No. He's
Oh, he's almost there.
Say 19 to hit.
Hit.
Do you really need to roll?
He needs to roll because he needs to know how much.
10 points of damage.
He's dead. So dead. Smacky, smacky.
And then
All right. After Mir is
actually move me
right
like
beside her.
around, yeah,
All around to the
between
boss?
between between the boss.
Oh.
Between right there.
Right in
Like
there.
getting yourself flanked?
Yep.
Okay.
Why'd you do that?
Cause I didn't think about it.
Kronos.
Cause I forgot he was flanking.
All right. One more time, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Vicious mockery on the leader. Wisdom 14.
Oh,
with
fuck! I
faith.
rolled a 3. And I have rolled every time I had to roll the Bane dice. It has been a 4 every single
So you rolled a
time.
negative
He
1.
takes 2 points of damage.
Okay, he's still alive.
Damn it. I
You just
really
didn't wanna
wanted.
kill him with a vicious
Yeah, no,
mockery.
I was gonna use Ray of Fox, but I was like,
No.
yeah.
You know, feel good to
All right.
insult him to death.
So that is Kronos back us up around. Excuse me. Oh, there are. Colin.
Good lord. Colwyn.
Colin.
Did something wrong?
Colwyn. Like caw,
There you go.
caw.
Oh, the W.
Oh, it's a W. I thought it was. I
This is
thought it was
so
Colin
much
too.
Huh?
How do you
She
spell
can-
it? Is it
She can
CAW?
still make friends.
I'm not trying to make
It's
friends.
actually an old Irish thing, and the L is a weird one, so it's pretty much like caw.
Oh, is there an
Wait.
L in there, but you just don't pronounce it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're fine. Now that I know, it's cool.
And I could not actually get the Irish accent down, which is why I went back into another
You're
one.
fine.
So I'm gonna be doing my last sorcery thing and do the same thing I've been doing, which is roll wisdom. Because I'm twinning that same thing.
I'm just checking something real quick.
Nope,
Uh-huh.
no checking.
We're only 2 left.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. 2 sailors, 1 captain.
Not for long.
Well, I'm going on the captain, and
All right, so 2 wisdom saves. Captain's wisdom save. What the fucking?
Yep.
Fails.
Woohoo!
And the other sailor's wisdom save. Oh, all the sailors of Bane are finally dead.
No, the one that's
No,
on
that's-
this side of me.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah. Failed. So on the sailor, you need to roll a d8.
Oh, he hasn't
ain't
been touched
hit
yet.
by nobody
Yeah, he hasn't been touched.
I thought there was another guy that was.
Nope. Neither one of those 2 sailors have been touched yet.
No, I've been going after a
The
captain.
she's been
Yeah.
going after the captain, and he's basically been one-shotting him almost, and she's been one-shotting him.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my die. The fuck? Okay, on the D8,
Mm-hmm.
take 5 necrotic damage.
Ow. And on the d12.
Take 3.
Barely survived.
Now I should mock him.
Alright.
Who's hurt? Because
I don't think anybody is.
I mean, I got 23 out of 31s, but I'm.
I'm
okay.
still good.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
You
Save
can call
it.
me after.
Save it.
Yeah,
Alright.
Just in
So
case.
that is your action then, ma'am? You gonna move it all or anything?
no, I don't see any reason to.
Alright, you got it. So after that is the last bandit.
Are you good though? Just to be sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
They're gonna make a figures. So they're sticking around.
And I'm gonna need a nap.
The
A
first
long
one
one.
on you. And he has Bane still.
Is this the leader or the?
No, the bandit. And that makes him miss. And the other one on you misses just by himself. the bandit captain on you.
And he's got disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
Vicious
because of
mockery.
vicious mockery. It's supposed to be disadvantage last time too, but I wasn't paying attention. I was reading something.
Disadvantage and bane.
So
This is the bard of fuck you.
If he
Yeah.
misses, then you have to roll a bane, and then it's disadvantage on his next first attack, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
his very
yeah,
next
So the
attack.
second attack has the bane with the dagger. Oh, we rolled a 7, he missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, wait. What's your AC?
17.
Oh yeah, he missed. Alright, so
Try and touch me now, bitch.
well, I just wanted to see if there was a chance he could hit, but it wasn't.
No.
Alright, so that is the captain's turn. All of them have gone, so now it is Nate.
Come on,
I'm
Dollar.
gonna go over here.
Yeah, flanker. Flank.
So advantage?
Huh?
Advantage.
How do you do flank?
Let's.
I forget.
We can do it next fight because I forgot to do it for my guys for this fight.
Okay.
So
Okay.
otherwise, I've been rolling advantage everywhere because there is many more of them than you guys.
19 on the die.
19.
On the die.
Okay.
Without
Yeah,
even
no,
adding.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Now I need to watch that episode again.
Bonk.
So 14 just as the bludgeoning. Do you want me to roll it?
You can roll it if you like to, but he's dead.
It's one of the kids.
Another 6 radiant.
All the adults dies.
Yeah.
So that's 20. That would have been 20. One shy of killing him out with no death saves at all. So he's dead. So that is on Maeve's turn. Nim.
Alright, I'm gonna just do the same damn thing I've been
Is the
doing.
leader looking like nervous?
God, yeah, but he is looking grim. But even though his face is covered in blood from the beating he's received from her, and he's bruised, and one of his eyes is almost sealed shut completely,
He's still
he
not
is
giving up?
fighting with grim resolve.
Well, let me deal with the other eye that's still open. darling.
Ouch.
All right.
17.
17 hits.
Okay, and that is 8. That's 10 points of damage. And then, is he still up?
No.
Okay.
He goes down.
Can I, as a bonus action, do something with the guy that's on the other side? Or does everything have to be on that one person?
No.
Yep, you can do
No.
that again.
Once he
So
goes
I'm gonna
down, you,
smack him, he's down, and I'm gonna turn to the other guy and bonus action
Boop
punch
him.
him in the face.
Boop him.
Boop him on the nose. I'm gonna boop you on the nose.
what does that mean?
With a quarterstaff.
You're hitting
18.
okay.
Yeah,
18
I'm
definitely
gonna,
hits.
yeah, and then so that.
Didn't you try to hit the
It's a
captain
D4.
with the quarterstaff?
Yeah.
It's her
he's
fist.
down.
Yeah, it's on his right.
It's her fist.
It's my
She's
unarmed.
on her
I'm like.
It was
I'm-
just that said quarterstaff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I'm just booping.
Boop,
I'm
boop.
just booping.
Oh, gotcha.
Um,
That type of boop.
yeah, so then that is
my nose boop.
6 points of damage.
With my penis.
He's still up. Oh, wait.
Well, he's not about to be.
Oh, he's still up.
Okay, well then I'm gonna key point flurry of blows
Gotcha,
to
gotcha.
get one more,
Key point. Bonk.
and then 15, 18 to hit,
Yeah, it hits.
and then that is 6 points of damage.
Oh, he's out. So as the leader's like collapses in the street, after he watches you take down his last man, he's kind of like he's barely holding consciousness, and he looks at you and he says, "Tell Serena, tell that bitch." He says that no way she gets away from us. The uncivil serpent will always have its debt. And then he kind of like collapses down onto the street, and after a few seconds, he stops breathing.
Uncivil serpent?
Uncivil serpent,
Shall I call that enemies in our...
if you like.
Okay.
Uncivil serpent.
I don't want to call him a bunch of bitches.
So question, is that a mercenary band?
No.
Okay. Look, I know shit.
Oh, I know. All right.
So, but, okay.
So,
Gang?
Is there anybody else kind of out in the street
Did
watching
you
this?
can make a history check for the uncivil serpent.
Okay.
Because what now?
Is there
The,
anybody else?
people from the bar literally came out and they're kind of like sitting on the stoop watching. The
I don't
fight.
know it.
Oh, okay.
River necklace.
You can see the window above where her room is. She's sitting like on the sill looking down.
So I'll
Does she look
bow
annoyed?
and
No.
Okay.
make performance. You know.
All right. So
Gonna wipe the blood off of my.
You guys kind of just leave the bodies in the street.
I'm not cleaning up.
Yeah,
cleaning this
I mean,
up.
I was considering tossing them into the water, but I don't know if that's a good.
Oh wait,
act.
I want to dig through their pockets.
Okay. No problem.
That's what I was about to do.
All right. So as you guys go
Damn it.
sucking through the their pockets,
It says Baldur's Gate, you know.
in the leader's vest pouch, in the leader's vest, there is a pouch.
Mhm.
It contains 32 gold pieces, 15 silver pieces. He also wears 2 gold necklaces worth about 25 gold each. There is a blackened gold ring with a white pearl set in it. And each one of the pirates, amongst all 8 pirates, you round up another 10 gold. It's in silver and gold,
Yeah, and
mainly silver.
miscellaneous pieces.
Yeah.
Will we have to take that ring to go get kind of like
If any of you has
What
a
ring?
jeweler's kit or proficiency with a jeweler's kit,
Cool.
you can do an estimate on it. Otherwise, you can make me a general intelligence check to get a general appraisal of it.
Not me doing it.
and you actually like we need to go and like actually sell the gold necklaces to get that gold for the necklaces, right?
Yeah, but it's basically kind of done in weight of gold.
Okay.
So if you can, if you might not get the full value if you use it like, I owe you 50 gold. Here, you give me 50 gold back, and I'll let you have this necklace type thing. You know what I mean? But if you want the actual full gold value, yes, you'll have to go sell them.
Okay.
Mm.
So, Rachel, you're gonna keep track of party
Sure.
kind of stuff, I'm assuming?
Yeah, sure.
Since I didn't get a notepad up until halfway through that.
All right, so
And Michael can watch.
you guys head back into the bar.
Yeah.
You go up to Tarina's room.
If we're
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
No one stops
Alan.
you.
Okay.
Darling. Can we
He's like, your business is your business.
That.
thank you. I'm not leaving am I leaving bloody footprints behind me like
I'm assuming you like.
I already said I was
Yeah,
wiping the blood off
Also
of
wasn't
my
like
hammer.
that kind of fight. Like,
Oh,
just,
I didn't
just
get any
like
blood.
a river of blood everywhere.
Hey.
Well,
I just smashed
someone's
people.
using a basic
Yeah, a
giant
hammer.
Yeah, but she. Okay,
I
whatever.
She
mean,
smashed a bunch of people near me.
She smashed one guy into a wall.
Potato cannon.
Potato cannon.
shit.
Okay, we go upstairs and knock on
You
the
come
door.
upstairs, Tarina like, come in.
We walk in.
Yeah.
She says, okay, that was one way to handle it, yeah.
I mean,
she
it
says,
wasn't
"All
the
right,
original plan, but.
listen
We
closely.
weren't in the tavern.
Listen closely,
We're listening.
because this is your payment.
Mm.
I'm gonna say it once.
Are you
And
gonna
then
say it
we're
more
back.
than once?
Well, she's gonna take
Are
notes.
you
so
gonna
it's
say it more than once?
pencil.
Oh, okay, help me out,
He
Chris.
says, several blocks northwest of here is a public bathhouse with a walled garden, and frolicking nymphs are carved into the front gates. Followers of the dead 3 have been seen coming and going from the bathhouse. I'm told that there's a secret door inside that leads to a dungeon, and that's where the killers are hiding.
Shit, I
Okay.
missed half of that.
I got it.
Okay.
So, several blocks from there's a bathhouse with
There's
nymph on the nymph
frolicking
on the
nymphs coming and going are the 3 dead. The dead 3, and there's a secret door inside. Is there any? Do you know where the secret door is?
For that, no. But, as you can see, that information puts me at risk. So whatever you do, don't get caught alive.
You want us to get caught dead?
I want you to die if you get caught. So this doesn't come back to haunt me.
Well, darling, we're not planning
Who are
on
you
being
again?
caught or dead. The uncivil serpents care to enlighten us as to who those lovely people are?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, I don't think that's quite true.
Insight.
She is blatantly
Yeah,
lying.
I know.
Is that something that we now need to be worried about by taking on your issues?
Well, they seem to not be able to report back what happened. They were witnesses. The uncivil servant is a pirate ship.
Ah.
that where you used to work, darling?
That's where I grew up.
Interesting. I recently went on a ship. It was quite lovely.
She says, if they're here, I'll warn you ahead of time. It's here.
Wonderful.
Is that one-eyed bastard you killed?
Hmm?
Is that one-eyed bastard you killed? That's the mate.
Oh, well.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, he brought lackeys. The rest of the officers are nothing to be sneezed at.
Fair.
Well, well, it's been lovely doing business with you.
She says, with that knowledge, with what you can do with that knowledge, she says, just be aware you're entering into something dangerous. I will tell you now, and with no worries about what may come of it. These people you seek out make what you just faced look like polite company.
That's fair.
I'm just warning you, whatever debt you're paying off, this is a lot.
Okay.
I just hope the reward's worth it. You did me a favor. You proved to be competent. I'd hate to lose access to that type of competency so quickly.
Right. Well,
We'll try not to be stupid.
what Maeve said.
Next time, look for me at the Golden Pond. My name will be Rose.
Golden Pond.
A rose in the golden pond.
And she kind of like, now I need to pack.
Okay. Thank you again. I think we'll head out
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe our business is finished.
for the time being.
For now.
She's like, it was a pleasure doing business with you. I hope we can do business again. I hope you survive your current endeavor.
Yes, well, isn't that the wish of all adventurers?
Question.
Yes.
For DM. What time of day is it? Is it still nighttime?
No, it's
Is
not
it-
even nighttime.
Was
Well,
it?
no, it was. It was.
Because we
It was-
waited a while.
Yeah, you were here a while.
Okay.
Broad
So-
daylight, we're kicking ass.
Ass in the daytime. You guys, it's probably close to like early. It's well after supper, so it is dark.
So the question becomes, do we want to head to this bathhouse tonight, or do we want to take a long rest and then go the next day?
I want key points back.
Yeah, I
So let's go home.
I have one spell slot.
That's why I asked.
I mean, I just need a
please,
short
please.
rest to get my key points back,
Yeah.
but I'm,
No, no,
I'm a little bruised.
I honestly wasn't sure if this was gonna be it, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna blow everything.
Let's go back to the hotel, see if our darling Captain Zorge is there,
And pass the fuck up.
and rest up to kick some more ass tomorrow.
Yep.
And maybe get a few drinks at the
Let's
bar.
fight another
Apparently
day.
somebody called the cops on me.
Again?
You really gotta stop acting out.
Joke.
Alright.
What I'm about.
So you guys head out back to the inn.
Yep.
You take some time to relax, kind of, get your head back together.
Clean my quarterstaff off.
Of course, clean the grime off your quarterstaff.
I'm snoring right now.
You're snoring.
I got there and like immediately.
Sorry.
Once you tell me to hit the long rest button, I'm hitting the long rest button.
No, but the inn is perfectly safe, perfectly fine. So you can stay. You can take your long rest.
Okay, that's all I need to
Hit the
do
button.
here.
What is your plan for the next day?
I think at least investigate the bathhouse and maybe go in, just like innocently,
Okay.
and just kind of.
There's a long rest button.
Yes.
Yeah, top of the train.
Oh, duh.
Is that right?
Mhm.
I keep that checked.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Not yet.
Somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember about cutting words.
Mhm.
I don't normally play a lore board, so I'm not used to cutting
Cutting
words.
words is
It,
very
I
useful.
kept forgetting about
It's
it.
one of your core base abilities, just to be able to.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because you can do it every round, right?
As a reaction, yeah.
So it's fucking a core. It's one of because lore bards, they're casters. They're straight casters.
Oh yeah.
So the ability to deflect damage is one of the biggest things they can get out of that.
Yeah.
All right. So.
And I'm gonna hide behind you again next time too.
The morning comes much quicker than you expected to, as always. You come downstairs. You're treated to your normal 4 a.m. breakfast, which is
Coffee.
It's actually a hearty breakfast. It's eggs and bacon and pancakes and the like. It's not like oatmeal and gruel. So because this is actually a nice place. So you come down and you're treated to breakfast. Are you going straight there this morning?
I mean, it's a bathhouse,
Yes.
so like,
Most of the patronage is going to be in the evening.
yeah, so we might have an easier time getting through if we're looking for a secret entrance into an occult building.
Oh, if we go at the evening
If we
time?
go, no, if we go right now.
Oh.
If we go in the evening time, there's
Lots of
guaranteed to
people.
be a shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon. Chill. Yeah, so we can. Does anybody want to make any stops, buy anything before we go?
No.
Well,
Healing
did anyone want to
potions?
pick up anything from the general supply list?
I don't think so.
I was about to say, should we go get healing potions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is kind of like Waterdeep in the fact that anything can be acquired. So, anything on the general supply list, including healing potions, can be bought at the standard prices in the book itself. So you don't have to worry about anything that's on the general supply list.
Healing potions are
Anything,
50 gold.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Anything that's like higher than that, like superior healing potions, anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
those you would have to actually try and find.
Do we want to try and sell off the jewelry?
Yeah.
Sure.
We could.
Is there?
You know what? If
Oh,
we
sure.
sold that off, maybe we could use the money to get
We have that.
better healing
Yeah, because
potions.
immediately use that money and turn it around to buy healing potions.
Okay, so I need a jeweler's.
You need a jewelry shop?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
I'm going to buy one potion just outright. Cause
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, you
Same.
head to the jeweler shop, and it is, there's plenty of, you ask the bartender basically, plenty of reputable jewelers nearby, within like a few hour, 30 minutes walk. And so you go to a jeweler shop. I assume you're taking people with you?
Yeah, I'm not going by myself.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to the jewelers with me?
I will go. I need to stretch my legs.
Alright.
I'll wait outside. I think that's fine.
You're gonna stay by yourself?
I'll stick with them.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, you might as well
Yeah.
just come with us.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Group adventure.
You head over to the jeweler's.
Yes.
Walk in. It's when I say point in jeweler shop, it's got a guard at the front. It's got a metal gate that as you come walking up, the guard pulls the key out, unlocks the gate, opens it. There's another gate.
Well, I mean,
And the
considering
guard-
the crime in this
Yeah.
city,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
The guard knocks on that gate, and these are the steel gates. And someone comes up on the inside, which it looks to be another guard, and he unlocks that gate and lets you inside.
Alex.
The two of us are just sitting outside waiting.
I walk inside.
Alright.
We walk inside.
Yeah.
They before they open the other gate, when you're in the little entryway, he's like points to rack weapons.
Oh. Yes, I just.
Which is that one there?
Yeah, I put my hand axe up there.
Oh, you carry the hand axe?
No, I carry two, so I'll put both of them up there.
Yeah. You carry any weapons at all?
Uh,
I think you have a dagger.
yeah, I think technically I do. Sorry. I get it out of my backpack.
Wait,
Hold on, hold on. I have to go to. Give me a sec. Here you go.
He takes it and puts it on the shelf. Yeah. And he's like,
It's
he's
kind of
like-
annoying.
and then once you guys, he disarms you, the inner door unlocks and opens and go in. There is a young gnome. Looks like he's probably a cleric. And he's sitting there on a stool behind a counter. And there's the usual. There's cabinets that have very clear glass, which is very rare. And inside the cabinets with the glass tops, they're wooden in front. But inside you can look down into them and there's gems, there's actual worked jewelry and everything like that all through the store. And then he comes walking in and says, "What can I help you with? What would you like to purchase? Enamored Emporium is here to serve in Pampa. Wine?
No, thank you. I actually have some items to sell. Are you interested in buying?
We are always wonderfully pleased when our customers come to us with their precious mementos. We understand in these hard times that at times it is best to relinquish one's ties to such pondersome things when they can be much easier liquidated."
My friend died last night. Okay.
Yes, I'm so very thankful. Yes, darling.
You're thankful her friend died?
No, I'm
No.
thankful that you are so willing to help us out.
Oh,
Need the money to
absolutely.
bury
And
him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. It's hard.
Shut the
All
hell
the way around.
up.
He's sniffling.
Yes,
It's no fair to use my real life weaknesses against me.
yes, there's a tear. Mhm. Yes.
So anyway, he says, "May I see the items?"
Yes. My cloak, open many pockets, and pull out.
I'm assuming you got all the blood off them.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yes, yes, I cleaned them up and
Um,
everything before we left in the
He
morning.
looks at the items over. I know one was a necklace.
We had 2 gold necklaces.
2 gold necklaces.
And then a black and gold ring with pearl inset.
He looks at the necklaces.
I
and
want
he's
him to
like,
have a good service, you know? He was my only friend.
Well, that's quite rude, darling.
He looks at the necklaces and he says, "Oh, these are not. These are decent necklaces. They're of okay. Well, they're of all right craftsmanship."
Yes,
He
we,
says,
we understand. They're not
"I
top
could
notch.
give you 20 gold apiece for each." He says, "But this ring is very unusual, very interesting. I could see us doing 100."
What the real halfling said.
Sniffle.
What do you think?
I have no idea about jewelry. I build ships.
Did you do the intelligence roll to try to appraise the item?
No, I didn't have a jeweler's thing, so.
I'd say you make just an intelligence check.
Oh, I didn't
You
hear
said
that.
higher.
Can,
Yeah.
can I didn't hear you say
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Oh, I didn't either. I thought
Is
we
this
knew
is this
you
all
did.
being done beforehand?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes Valkyrie can help us in strange ways and guidance.
And if we did last night, I would have also given you bardic inspiration on it.
Okay, and what am I rolling?
An intelligence
Intelligence
check.
roll.
Yeah, so it's just flat,
Just
Intelligence
whatever your
bonus.
intelligence is. So it's just it's a flat roll.
is that not a saving throw? So just straight
no,
out.
no,
Okay.
it's straight that. Yeah. So
Ah.
a D6 and a D4.
Right. 13.
13?
Not 20.
Well, she was the one who said she was going to do the appraisal.
Yeah. Well, you're doing the appraisal too, but.
But with 13, he's in a good ballpark. He's probably undercutting it by about 20%-ish.
Which, I mean, they try to make a profit anyway.
Right.
The actual value of, and with your roll, the actual value of the, he's almost directly on the necklaces. They're about 25 gold a piece. So he's shorting you a little bit on that. But the ring is probably worth about 125.
Yeah.
So he offered us 140 for everything.
Yeah. Shortness.
And you could probably get about 175 for everything.
Now, darling, you do understand. We do have quite the, you know, the costs that come with the funeral and everything.
I wanna
How
get,
about
I wanna
one?
get a good priest, you know?
What about
170.
It's like persuasion.
That's not nice. Do I still
Oh.
have bless?
Nope.
I can do that.
Oh,
It's
that was
guidance.
that.
It's a
Okay.
one time.
I
You
have-
want to let her do the perception roll? She's the persuasion roll. She's better at it.
Yeah, actually.
Persuasion, yes, go for it.
And she's crying.
Yeah, and
And I'm pitiful.
do it.
I guess you could probably help her.
Yeah, can I?
Uh-huh. You can do it together. So, she
So
can
what
give
do
her-
I-
you
what
can
do I
give
do
her
with that?
advantage. Well, there's two ways to do it. You both can roll and you take the average, or you could just give her advantage.
I'll give you
Because I got
advantage.
+4.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Woohoo. Do I roll that?
Because
or
I
do
got
you?
+0. No, you
You
roll
roll it.
advantage because you so you just
Two
roll
d20s.
and take the highest.
I'll take the highest.
I tapped the halfling on the shoulder. Welcome with bless us with a very good wedding. Or wedding.
Wedding.
Wedding, yeah, wedding. No, graveyard.
So when you're doing
Great.
it's,
Funeral.
Funeral.
with
Guidance.
your guidance, so another d4 too.
19.
Total?
Plus 4.
Oh, your total on the dice is 19 plus 4.
Plus 4.
Oh yeah, he's like, you know what? Let us honor him properly. 170 is excellent.
Beautiful.
Thank
I
you,
do
sir.
appreciate it. What was your name, sir?
Frederick.
Frederick.
Wilson. Frederick Wilson. This is my father's shop. You do seem to have an eye for exquisite pieces. The ring is absolutely gorgeous. I fancy it on myself. But if you come across anything else,
I will be back here at your door, and I will remember what a good deal you gave us.
he says, and just see to your friend. I am very sorry for your loss.
Yes. Yes, thank you.
He's like,
Thank you.
he begins counting out, and he counts out 17 platinum pieces.
I'm gonna remember you forever, sir.
I'm so sorry for your loss. He's like, he basically puts the platinum pieces in a bag, and the bag has like the store has like an emblem on the side. The little bag he puts the platinum pieces has the emblem printed on the bag.
That's adorable. I'm
Makes
gonna
that easy.
stick it in my cloak of many pockets.
Right.
And
Goes in pockets. And he's like, have a very, very good. Well, have
as good
the
as
best-
good as
yes,
it can be. Yes. Thank you. Thank you again.
I'm so glad I wasn't inside for that because Maeve might have made a face and fucked all that up on y'all.
Yeah.
While they're inside,
Okay.
He gets butt naked.
no,
Oh lord.
Finally, damn.
Kronos would have like thrown down his hat and start doing card tricks,
Okay.
like elaborate, like arching tricks with his cards, just doing the panhandle kind of thing. Just since we're
Sitting
spending
around
what,
outside anyway.
you guys probably would have been in there 15-20 minutes.
No top.
I'm not assuming anything's gonna come of it. I'm just
That's what he's doing.
that's what I'm doing.
I'm sitting nearby.
Right. So, you guys get the funds. There is. Remember how I described the streets?
Yeah.
People literally glare at you.
I'm okay with it.
Do you seed your hat?
What?
You seed your hat? You
Like
drop
put
your
coins
hat.
in there to make it look like somebody's already dropped coins in there.
Yeah, I'll drop like 3 coppers.
Perception check.
Can I also be making a perception check as well since I'm right there with him? Probably not.
Well, you huh?
Nope. 7.
9.
Give the whole bowl.
This is happening while
Thank
we're
you.
in the shop,
In
right?
the shop, yeah.
So we probably don't say
After
anything.
like 5-10 minutes of you doing tricks and everything like that, people have walked by, and after about 10 minutes, you look down and your hat's off.
Fuck.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Is it possible for me to look around and see if I recognize the hat on anybody? Or is that another
What
perception?
about hat were you wearing, by the way?
Or
Is it,
bowl.
like, is it distinctive in any way?
I mean, it's like kind of like a not a fedora, but that kind of
Like a bowler
hat.
cap?
Is it a troubadour's cap?
I don't know what that is.
Think, oh, Three Musketeers.
This.
No.
Oh, it's, okay.
Yeah, it's more like a
Mm-hmm.
fedora.
The
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, is it distinctive enough that I could try to look for it on one of the nearby heads?
You can make a second perception check, but this one's at disadvantage because the first perception check you want was to basically
See it
catch
go.
things lifted.
Yeah. Oh shit. With the disadvantage, 10.
Yeah?
So probably not.
Actually, ooh, fuck.
My other roll was a nat 20, by the way, which would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay.
So you guys come out of the shop. You guys start heading back to the hotel, or the
We want to
inn?
go buy healing potions.
Alright. As you're walking down the street and you're headed to the Alchemist, you're basically going down the street and you see like a rain bucket with a lid on it beside this alley. And sitting on top of the rain bucket is your hat. But
Darling,
there's no copper pieces in it.
Why don't you? Isn't that?
I will retrieve my hat.
How did your hat get all the way down here, darling?
Panhandling?
Oh, didn't you notice that isn't the best place to do this here?
Yeah, well.
We aren't in Waterdeep anymore.
You were wearing a hat?
You were wearing it. So you guys head down to the Alchemist shop.
Uh-huh.
When you get to the shop, it's almost as secure as the jewelers. I mean, this city is obviously rough, and it's not even in a really bad part of town.
Right.
When you get into the Alchemist shop, they basically, it's run by a young lady, and she basically is very much direct to business. She's very curt. She says, "How can I help you?"
Healing potions.
It's like, and what is the remedy you wish to heal? Is this going to be something that you need to cure a poison with, relieve some kind of condition?
Just for general.
Mending wounds?
Yes.
She's like, I am afraid that all I have is the most basic of potions.
Okay.
It's been a bit hard because we can't get out of the city to retrieve any more ingredients. And
Understandable.
she says, in that case, I do have healing that class of potion available. How many would you like?
How many do you have?
Really? So,
And is there kind of a bundle discount?
I could put something together, I suppose.
Let's talk before you work too hard on it. I don't want.
Well,
I'm
it's not work. And she kind of like goes, and she kind of like goes in the back room and comes out, and she has a rack that has potion vials in it. And there's 2 rows, and it looks like there's 8 in the front and there's 6 in the back. And she's like, "This is all I have in stock." She's like, "So there is, it would. I don't honestly know if I want to sell them all in one shot. They are in decent demand, and the watch is still paying full price for them.
I understand.
So if I were to sell them all to you,
I don't know that we need all of them.
Be
okay,
700.
all right.
Yeah.
Check.
We don't need all of them.
So
I
how many
don't
do you
want
want?
to clean it out. How many would I need to buy to get a discount?
Let's say. All right, I would give you 5, and let's say for 225.
Is that including the one that I already bought or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I just want to make sure that it.
So 5 discount on each.
Yeah.
What do you think, darling?
How much you got on you?
Well, there's the 17 platinum. I figure these healing potions that we're getting are kind of like
Yeah.
Needed.
Well, no,
for all of us.
do we have that kind of money? I mean,
There's a I got 17 platinum from the jewelers.
And then
Or-
170 gold right
Oh,
there.
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
So you would
I
need to
have
come up with.
20
If y'all are
25
okay with us using that for healing potions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it. I'm
yes,
just
we would
saying
need 55 to throw in.
I can
Yeah.
throw in 25.
25, and then I'll throw in 15. Can you throw in 15? We'll split the whatever left.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
That'll work.
like, all right, and she basically pulls out the 5 vials, and she wraps each one like in paper and then she puts them all in a very small wooden box.
That's gone.
Right.
And then I need to take out.
She says, "Thank you very much for being understanding. As soon as I can get some supplies in, I will replenish my stock." She says, "Until then," she looks and she motions to the shelves, and you notice that like there are places marked that say, you know,
Superior.
anti-venom and blah blah blah, and all of the places on her shelves are like almost bare. She's like, "Just be careful out there. Until this sequester is over, most of from what I've heard around, no one was really heavily stocked with reserves. So."
And what was your
everyone's
name,
running-
darling?
Oh, Beatrice.
Beatrice. Well, we will be sure to return here the next time. Hopefully this won't last for long and everybody can go about their business normally from here on out. Soon? Yes? That's what we're hoping for?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
if I could guarantee that, I would be a much more relaxed person.
I'm sure. Yes, we all would.
All right. So, in the meantime, and please, I hope you do not have to use any of them.
I do hope so as well.
Oh, yeah.
But for the bruises, I say for good.
You know, you never know.
It was a rough fight.
It was what?
It was a rough fight. We lost a friend.
You're gonna fucking use that story constantly.
Yep.
All right.
Well, he was my only
It's like-
friend.
So,
To the
I got a new
bathhouse.
one,
Huh?
but
To the
he was my
bathhouse.
first
To the
friend.
bathhouse?
Are we gonna continue on tonight or?
I was gonna say, you guys want to go ahead. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I got a
call it
tired
here.
goblin.
And I gotta figure out
Tired
what the hell
goblin.
happened to this machine anyway. So,
Yeah.
thank you everyone who has stuck it out with us.
Thank
And
you.
for those of you who watch later, I'm really sorry that the picture is all messed up. And we will go ahead and get that fixed as soon as possible. And we will see you all next weekend. On Friday, it's going to be Monster of the Week. Yay! And then on Saturday, it's going to be Firefly. And that is going to be a fun time because everyone's going to be cowboys in space. So,
Level up, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
No, not yet. But you did each get 350 XP.
All right.
Oh, okay, we're doing XP.
I forgot that we were on XP base. How do I add that on here?
No, this one's XP based.
Manage experience.
Oh, yeah?
There we go.
Okay. And I need to.
So, add
what do-
300.
Go to your.
I found it.
You found
It's-
it.
You click on your character's name in the drop down
Yeah.
bar, and then there's manage XP.
Yeah.
Ah.
And so then my new total will be that. Apply changes. Yes.
So
Cool.
what do we do?
Wait,
Uh,
there?
woo, okay, so we've got that, and now
And
click
then
the
add,
number.
and then 350.
Does that
Or
manage
350?
levels?
Yeah,
How
but
much
was,
were
was it 300 or
Was it
350?
300?
350.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Okay,
350.
so I got an extra 50 that I did not do. Can I apply the bonus experience that you gave Lena from when I did the thing the one time?
Which was a.
When I did the notes that one time, and you said, "Britt, you get 100 free XP" in a
Sure.
game that we never actually did
Sure.
XP.
Sure, and then when we never got to XP, we did 2 milestones on that. You're just like, I give you XP for nothing.
Well, no, I did everything. I did it as a
Yeah.
joke. But you had said that we might turn to XP based in that game, and we just never did.
You know what?
So I can add it?
Milestones is a yes. Go ahead.
Okay,
Milestones
cool.
Yeah,
is a
I
good,
Alright.
see it online.
a nice way
Okay.
to keep the
What?
party together.
Yeah.
But XP is kind of an interesting. I like it. I like it's much more traditional.
Yeah. My biggest thing, one of my biggest issues that I've ever had would be just when people are like, "Oh, to get the XP, you have to kill something." It's like, no, if you can find a way around it, you still get the XP.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah. All right, but anyway, so everyone, thank you very much for tuning in again, and we will see you all next time. And thank you and good night.
good night.